is. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the very first class trial of Danganronpa V3? I'm pumped for this. I'm excited for this. It's the red door, or this red door, right?
Hey!
Kaede, I have one more question. Do you really think it's one of us? Not just the culprit, but the mastermind as well.
Huh?
Is it not what you told me, Shuichi?
Okay.
Yes, but it's just... there was only my deduction. I don't know if I should trust that. Well, I don't know if it's true either, but that's why we need to confirm it. If you just dismiss a possibility and look the other way without confirming anything, then you're just turning your back on the truth.
What's the matter?
What's the matter, Shuichi? You seem so sure of yourself during the investigation.
Sorry.
Let's go. I'm sure they're waiting for us inside. Alright, so class trial usually takes like... it's at the minimum like 2 hours or something, right? It can go up to 2 to 3 hours or something.
What?
So this is the Shrine of Judgment?
Everyone!
Careful, everyone. If bad things happen, get behind Gonta!
Yoo-hoo!
Then give me a piggyback ride!
Yoo-hoo!
Come on, carry me!
Bitch!
Oh my god, you're so fucking annoying! So we doing the class trial here or what?
No.
Monokuma made it sound like we'd be guided somewhere from here.
That is troubling.
But Monokuma's nowhere to be seen. What's going on? Don't worry, he'll appear. He's probably inside this fucking statue or something. This Monokuma statue gives off such a weird vibe. Uh oh, there we go, there we go.
Huh?
What? It's actually moving? Okay, that's really fucking creepy. To see him with like a muscular human body? Damn, he's like Moses, parting the water.
Huh?
Is this an elevator?
This is...
Does he want us to board it?
I don't wanna.
I don't do scary rides. I don't want to get on it either. Stay behind then. Though I'm sure that'll just be worse for you in the end.
I guess.
That's true. I know.
If you desire.
However, if everyone wishes to run away, I will cooperate as well.
No.
That's probably not a good idea. There's nowhere to run. As long as that end wall exists, escape is not an option.
Hey.
It will be fine. Let's all work together. Remember our promise? We're gonna escape this place and remain good friends afterward.
I'll get us out of here.
For whoever survives. So let's do it. I'm sure we'll be alright. Because we make such an incredible team.
Huh.
I wouldn't be able to call myself a man if I was still scared after hearing a girl say that.
I'm Kaito Momoda.
Bring it!
Luminary of the Stars.
I'll show them how, yeah, whatever the hell he said. Don't you mean die?
Dumbass.
Don't say something all ominous like that.
I'm ready!
Yeah, we've come so far already. We just gotta do it. So let's do it.
Okay.
We have no choice. We can't turn back now. Alright, in we go. Determined, we all step forward. Even as we walked towards the elevator, I was shaking with anxious dread. But I kept going, because I decided to fight. And then, everyone had boarded the elevator. Down we go. Into the depths of Monokuma Hell.
Oh, that's super cool. It's actually an elevator.
This CG image, right? This is something that's just continuously going to keep reappearing chapter after chapter, but then with less people. So we should just soak in this sight, right? Of a full elevator right now. Because this is the last time we're ever gonna see it like this.
Even so, this elevator is going pretty far down.
We're falling. I wonder how far we will plummet.
I suddenly have to go to the bathroom real bad.
Do they actually have a bathroom down there at the class trial room?
By all means, go ahead.
Of course. A robot wouldn't understand how inappropriate that is.
That's because he does he even have, like, you know, toilet functions? By which I mean, obviously, you know, he has to relieve himself rather than just turning himself into a toilet. I don't think that's possible, right? As we waited to reach our destination, I whispered to Shuichi.
Shuichi? About that talk from before.
What?
Huh?
I think everyone is afraid of learning the truth. But the people who are willing to find the truth are the ones who can decide their fate. If you never know the lies from the truth, then you can't choose a path. You won't even know you're on a path. So, fight for the truth, even if it is frightening.
The truth is all that matters, even if it's scary, even if it's not the answer we want.
I know you can do this.
Oh, there's just something, I don't know, I get this really sort of strange vibe from Kaede. I don't know what it is, but she seems like way more gung-ho about, like, we can do this, we're all best friends, we're gonna leave here and become fucking friends in Rainbow Paradise, Gumdrop Land. Like, she's like, Makoto and what's the other guy in Danganronpa 2? But like the main protagonist and then like times 10. Like, what the fuck?
If you're scared, borrow the strength of others who will be there to help you. Think of everyone you're helping, and let that be your strength. I used to be like you. Before a piano concert, I was always so nervous that I thought I would vomit.
And then she vomited, and then she was okay.
But then I would remember all the people I've made smile with my performances.
Kaede.
All right, let's go. It's better to end bad stuff like this as soon as possible.
Those words were mainly for me, to inspire me, so I would not turn back. After some time, the elevator finally came to a halt. The door slowly opened to reveal what awaited us on the other side. There they are.
Why, hello there!
Welcome to the class trial.
Yay!
Oh boy, the class trial is finally starting. Finally a game that actually feels like a game.
Bingo!
Just as the prophecy foretold.
Got it?
Listen up. From here on, things are gonna get so violent you wish you could turn back.
No way!
That's not true. There won't be any gory or violent scenes. I'm positive, well, at least one.
This is...
An authentic replica of a courtroom. What bad taste.
Ah, jeez.
Why are you making us do this? Is this fun for you?
Psycho Pop!
Of course! Putting strangers in life or death scenarios is the best entertainment.
You're the worst of the worst.
Worst or not, those who have fun are the real winners in this world. So, you're saying all that matters in the end is just have fun? It doesn't matter what terrible things you do or are done to you, as long as you're having fun.
Oh, I see.
Wow, this is so sickening, it's almost refreshing. So, how do we get this game going?
Well now.
There are podiums over there. Please stand behind the one with your name on it. Following Monokuma's instructions, we headed to our respective podiums. As I walked towards my podium, an image of his body flashed in my mind. Rantaro. He died without knowing his own ultimate talent. No, he was murdered by some horrible low-life scumbag. I'll never forget his killer. That's why we're going to expose the mastermind and end this killing game. That's all I can do for Rantaro now. His killer is in his room with us. The mastermind who's controlling Monokuma and forcing us to play this killing game. I don't think I'll ever be fully prepared to find out who that person is. But we have to find out who it is, so we can lift our suspicion of each other. So we can end this killing game. That's why I'm here. I can't show any fear here. I must fight until the bitter end. I will face this life or death class trial. Bring it on, baby. You wanna save? Let's fucking save. Alright. I'm just quickly gonna check the handbook. I don't know if I'm gonna cut this out or like put a timestamp on it to for you guys to skip through this, but I just want to refresh my memory so I can go in to the class trial, because it's been a while for me since I've done class trials, you know, so I'll probably fail horribly and I'll forget like, oh shit, which buttons do I have to press to do this sequence of events, blah blah blah. But so it might take me some time to figure things out again. But what I do is just go over the truth bullets real quickly in my mind to go in it fresh, and I can try and refute all the valid points or invalid points as quickly as possible. Alright, I think I'm ready. Chapter 1, class trial, my class trial, our class trial. Let's do this. I shall avenge you, Rantaro.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it.
Who done it?
Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person...
Yeah, we all dead cease.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone.
Was that always a rule? Yeah, it probably was.
Now let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Crazy awesome.
So, it's starting, huh?
Alright then.
Oh man, I haven't been in a trial in like forever.
So you're saying you were in one before at some point?
Oh, so you have experience with trials?
Yeah, since I'm a leader of evil and stuff, I've done a lot of bad things.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that a lie.
So, what are we supposed to do? Where do we even start?
Gonta never done trial before. Not sure where to begin.
First, let's breathe in. And breathe out. We need to remember our no-no-nos.
No-no-nos?
No pushing, no running, no talking.
Wait, no talking? That's gonna be a bit hard to figure out who the killer is then, if there's no talking.
But communication is the foundation of any discussion.
What are we gonna do, like communicate in Morse code?
We should not worry about our procedure, especially since this is not a normal trial. Each of us will be serving as a potential culprit, lawyer, prosecutor, and jury member.
True, we play all the roles.
Let us proceed with that in mind, shall we?
Then might I offer the first topic?
Don't fucking get ahead of us. You trying to start some shit?
That's a little bit, you know, that he wants to start. But whatever.
Calm down. How about we listen first?
Atua has spoken. He says it is vital that we hear everyone's testimony. I'm a good listener because my ears are clean. Once, I cleaned them so hard, they bled.
That's definitely not a good thing.
I'll begin the conversation then. There's something I found curious.
Oh?
Why, I wonder, didn't the culprit take advantage of the first blood perk?
I thought that was strange too.
I bet they just wanted to do a class trial real bad.
Then Monokuma's the culprit, the doi. Cause this whole class trial was his idea. Hoo yeah! Easy peasy. I'm a fucking genius!
As much as I like you, Mio, it's not that easy.
Wait, is it even possible for Monokuma to be the culprit?
I don't think so.
Of course not. I would never do anything to you guys directly.
But indirectly he would.
Even if you can't, it's a different story for the person controlling you, right? Is it possible that the mastermind controlling Monokuma killed Rantaro?
Mastermind? Was that?
I don't know any mastermind.
Never heard of him.
Playing dumb now, are we, huh?
Don't play dumb with me. Who's the mastermind controlling you guys?
The mastermind, huh? Odds are, it's one of us.
It's Keyboy over here. Everyone else thinks so too.
No, I don't.
Does everyone really think that?
Don't listen to him.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
That sinister laugh.
Before we determine the mastermind, we must uncover the culprit.
I feel like that's the thing I miss the most about Monokuma, just that. Yeah, I can't do it.
Then we could start by determining the sequence of events. Let's take a closer look at the circumstances of Rantaro's death.
Gonta agrees with Shuichi. After all, Shuichi is ultimate detective.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he's always gonna be correct.
Then let us start by reviewing the incident.
Alright, let's do this. We can find the mastermind if we work together. When this class trial is over, we'll know exactly who the mastermind is. No, we won't. And now, the class trial has begun. As things progress during each class trial, non-stop debates will occur. During non-stop debates, characters will speak one after another without pause. I remember this part is up to you to unearth any lies or contradiction in their statements. You'll have to use the truth bullets you gather to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during the investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Move the mouse to aim the reticle and left click to fire. Got it. Aim for the gold words displayed in their statements, those are the weak spots. There's a chance that the lies or contradictions are hiding within those weak spots. But remember, you might not be able to refute them all, and you have to use the right-click truth bullets, or the right truth bullets. Compare everyone's statements to the truth bullets you have, and shoot your truth bullet at the proper weak spot. I remember this part. I mean, this is the easiest part. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Oh, and I almost forgot, the new element. During a class trial, you can concentrate using the spacebar to make time slow down. This will also reveal a red dot within weak spots called the V point. If you hit that with the correct truth bullet, you get an awesome V counter, bullseye. So you have to click on like a specific spots. V counters really improve your score and the number of mana coins you'll earn, so try that out, alright. I'll try and pay attention to that, I guess. During the non-stop debate, pressing the F3 key will bring up the controls. Give them a look-see. F3. I guess not yet. Alright, so Monokuma File 1, moving bookcase,
Rantaro's body was
belongings.
found just before the time limit, right?
Yeah.
He was killed in the library.
Yeah.
Rantaro was alone in the library.
Seemingly.
The culprit could have snuck up on him.
Mm-hmm.
What was he even doing in the library anyway?
He was opening that moving bookcase for one reason. Because he knew about the hidden door. That means Rantaro was masterminding this whole thing!
There's definitely a contradiction in those statements. If I present the right evidence, I can blow away that contradiction.
Rantaro's
Wasn't
body
there...
was
Which was it? Which one does it show? Rantaro's belongings? What was the other one? I wanted to read the, moving bookcase. One of the bookcases in the far left end of the library, after it's been moved, it automatically shuts itself to its original place when a certain amount of time passed. The bookcase moved back to its original place right before Kaede and Shuichi. Can I not scroll down there? I don't know what it says like below that.
found just
Whatever,
before
we
the
have
time
3
limit,
truth
right?
bullets.
He was killed in the
Belongings,
library.
Monokuma File moving bookcase.
Rantaro was alone in the library. The culprit.
I think it was his belongings, right? Because opening the bookcase requires a key card, key pass, but he didn't have that.
This whole thing!
Got him on the V counter
wrong.
too.
Wait a minute. I don't think Rantaro was the mastermind.
Huh? Why?
Because Rantaro didn't have the card key to open the hidden door. You'd think the mastermind would have that card key on him, right?
Perhaps the culprit took the card key after killing Rantaro.
But none of the pictures show Rantaro holding the card key.
And we didn't find it on his body.
So I don't really think he had the key at all.
Also, If the mastermind had died there, this killing game would have already ended.
You are correct. The possibility of him being the mastermind is quite low.
Then how Rantaro know about Hidden Door?
It's a good question.
Maybe he stumbled across it in the library. You know, like how Shuichi did?
Or maybe the mastermind told him about it.
That's possible. Huh.
Why would the mastermind tell him that?
I mean, the mastermind wants something to happen, right?
To lure Rantaro to the library and kill him.
That's possible.
Does that mean the culprit and the mastermind are one and the same?
What?
That does seem plausible. It's very likely the mastermind knew about Kaede and Shuichi's trap.
The mastermind knew about our trap this whole time?
This case may have become the perfect crime thanks to your hidden cameras.
Oh god, are you kidding me?
The mastermind knew about your trap and exploited it to commit their crime.
I mean, that's certainly possible, right? If you know everything that we've done, which in the mastermind in his position would, because obviously he has cameras hanging around, whatever, right? He has way more to his disposal than just the average person here, any of us. So then he knows all the trap that we set and can sort of plan and look for weaknesses in our trap, and then try and plan a perfect crime in that sense to make it look like Rantaro died, but that nobody, because from the images it seemed like nobody killed him, right? We didn't see the killer. The only person that was ever in the picture was either Shuichi, which claimed to have been at the very end when he was taking the cameras down, or Rantaro himself. We never saw someone else. But someone with more knowledge that knows all of the blind spots, weak spots, all that stuff could circumvent and move in a specific way to not get caught in the pictures.
So after the mastermind lured Rantaro and murdered his ass, they used Kaede and Puichi's hidden cameras to arrange the perfect crime.
Hey.
Did they really take advantage of our trap, though? Is this really the perfect crime? Are we in an unsolvable mystery?
I guess this is a dead end.
Wait, don't give up that easily. We already know the culprit is the mastermind. We gotta work together to find the mastermind. Then we can end this killing game.
You yap about teamwork and all that, but you still think one of us is the mastermind.
I mean, it's still possible.
Yes, and I know that's a horrible thought. But that's why I want to end all the terrible things happening to us. I'll defeat the mastermind and end this dumb killing game. I'll even use this class trial to do that.
Kaede.
She's so determined, girl.
Wow. Looks like you're determined to face even a cold, hard truth. Then here it comes. The cold, hard truth.
Yeah, nothing out of your mouth is the truth.
Huh?
I already figured out who killed Rantaro.
Did you now?
What?
Why are you surprised?
'Cause if he's right, that would make this the fastest class trial to date!
True.
How fast was the previous record anyway?
Pretty long.
Real fast, let me tell you.
He was like a leaf on the wind.
Oh yeah! I guess now he's one with the wind.
Yeah, I think about him this time of year too.
The way he soared through the enemy fleet, all badass! Just to die like a little punk.
Shut it, you weirdos! This is an important conversation!
Kokichi, are you serious about knowing who the culprit is?
Yup. So, we all agree that the culprit knew about Kaede and Shuichi's trap, right?
I'd say it's likely, yeah.
No shit! That's why they're not in any of the pictures. So who is it?
So whoever knew about the hidden cameras is the culprit.
Ah, you're saying it's either me or Shuichi.
So who the hell is it?
It's you!
Miyu? What?
You made the cameras used for the trap, right?
I mean, true, but we never I don't think we exactly told her what we used it for. And she didn't know how we place it and how we use everything.
Obviously, whoever made the cameras knew about the blind spots.
I kinda disagree. Just because you made the cameras, knowing the cameras and making the cameras doesn't create the blind spots. It's where you place the cameras. That's where the blind spots occur, right? If you place the cameras in this corner, this corner, this corner, then some corners will not be covered or will not be seen in the camera. Those are the blind spots.
Before breakfast was the only time someone would be able to sneak by.
What the hell brought this on all of a sudden?
Not so fun when the finger's pointed at you, huh, Miyu?
I just designed the cameras. I didn't know they'd get set up in the library.
If someone asked me to make cameras, I'd totally ask what they were for.
How come you never asked what the cameras were for, huh? Huh?
I pulled an all-nighter making them, and afterward just sorta passed out.
You're getting awfully worked up. Look at you. You're sweating.
I mean, to be honest, I would sweat too, okay? Even if I were innocent, if someone pointed a finger at me and said, you're the killer, I would kinda start to sweat too.
I'm always wet. Just feeling extra sensitive, like these big boobs of mine.
Okay, don't divert the attention to your boobs now, Miyu. It's not important right now. I know that's really strange of me to say in a situation to say that boobs are not important, but this is a fucking class trial, okay? It's more important than boobs.
For someone so aggressive, you're kind of
I take it back. Fucking, let's go back to the boobs.
Come on! Let me up the hook already. Do you want money? Is that it?
That's how you want to get out of this? Pay people off?
Your pathetic excuses are consistent with those of a common male criminal.
Too bad she's female though, huh? Everyone's starting to suspect Miyu, but is that really okay? I'm pretty sure she had an alibi, right? Alright, from here on out, blue-colored weak spots will appear. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue points, then these blue-colored weak spots will be called agree points. When shooting agree points with the truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing with the other person's testimony containing lies or mistakes, blah blah, please find a truth bullet that proves the other person's testimony is correct. Yeah. Pretty sure this is gonna be about her alibi. When your truth bullets merge with their statements, they will complement each other, resulting in a consent. From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. You can also V-consent, so if you're confident, give that a shot. Thank you for your time. Respectfully, System. Thank you, System 32. You should, if you have PC problems, you should delete that map, by the way, System 32. No, don't do that. Seriously,
why don't you just admit it already? You're the culprit, aren't you, Miyu?
No way! That's not possible!
So you knew nothing about the trap in the library?
I'm telling you, I had no idea! Not like it matters. Because I never went to the library, okay?
Never went to the library.
The person who made the cameras would have known their blind spots too.
Yeah, well, I didn't make the cameras either!
Wait, what? Miyu's so shaken up that she's starting to dig herself deeper with her own lies. She made the fucking cameras. I'm almost certain. I mean, we didn't see her make it, but like, as far as we know, nobody else is capable of doing that. So that's definitely a lie on her part. But I think we need to consent with the first part, which is that she says she never went to the library. I need to take her side. Rushing to judgment will only make things worse.
Why don't you just admit it already?
Bookcase, Korikyo's accounts.
You're the culprit, aren't you, Miyu?
Card reader dust. I feel like it's this one. Korikyo's accounts. Which one is that? During the body discovery announcements, Miyu was in the middle of building a remote-controlled gadget. But this was right before the body announcement, though. Card reader dust. The dust planted in a hidden doors card reader. When it was checked during investigation, the dust was left exactly the way it originally was set up. Which means that nobody went inside, right? Near one's moving bookcase.
Not possible!
So you knew nothing about the trap in the library?
I'm telling you,
Well,
I
you
had
can
no
go in the
idea.
library without
Not like it matters.
going into the
Because I never went to the
bookcase.
library, okay?
The person who made the cameras would have known their blind spots too.
Yeah, well, I didn't make the cameras either.
Why don't you just admit it already? You're the culprit, aren't you, Mew?
No way! That's not
I
possible!
feel like it's gotta be Kirky's account though.
So you knew nothing
like
about
it's some
the trap
sort
in
of
the
form of
library?
alibi, right?
I'm telling you, I had no idea. Not like it matters. Because I never went to the library.
Shit, did I miss it? I fucking missed it!
The person who made the cameras
Fuck!
Would have known their blind spots too.
I never went to the library.
Come on! Nice.
I agree with that.
Finally.
I don't think Mew went to the basement either. Right, Kyo?
Of course she didn't. Mia was in the dining hall during the murder. I saw her there while dining on what I thought would be my last supper.
The pasta on the menu tastes like a lonely old lady eating her grandkid's birthday cake.
Yeah, that was awfully descriptive.
Don't feel bad for her. She got to eat her tasty grandkid on his birthday.
Wait, the grandkid?
That's too sad to make sense.
What?
That's Pops for you.
They made pasta out of the kid?
So there you have it. Mew's alibi.
You fucking slug! Why didn't you say so earlier?
You could have
Good
said it
job,
yourself.
Payday. Guess I shouldn't have judged you by your lackluster rack.
Hey, hey. Big boobs don't mean you're the best, necessarily, okay?
We're
Unless we're only talking about boobs.
condescension. But which Grail War are you from?
Wow, another reference we don't get. You must be a hardcore loser.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes my hobbies just sort of slip in.
Hey, don't be acting all cocky, Kokichi. You put my ass in the hot seat earlier. How about you just keep your fucking mouth shut, you lying little abortion?
What? That was really uncalled for. I only said that to find the culprit.
Wow, little baby.
You're so mean!
Holy shit. Want me to call mommy for you?
Hey, I feel a lot better now.
Cool your jets, kid.
Tsumugi and Kirumi were both in the dining hall as well.
We can dismiss those four as potential culprits if they were together the entire time.
No, not the entire time. At one point, Tsumugi went to the restroom.
True.
Oh, so you brought that up after all.
She was worried about it.
It's true. I went to the restroom closest to the dining hall.
Oh? Did I hear that right? The restroom, you say? Excellent! I was waiting for this moment. I'm getting so excited right now!
Why are you getting excited about the restroom, Monokuma?
Ew! Why?
Degenerate
Did you
male.
take a firm dump? Or was it a soft one?
Okay, TMI, dude.
Why are you assuming she was dropping a deuce in there?
But I really did just go to the restroom, not the basement, you know? Also, I don't think I was there long enough to be suspicious, right?
You're the ultimate cosplayer, though.
What are you trying to say?
You could have just disguised yourself
No,
as
no, no,
someone
no,
else
no.
while you were out.
I remember that clearly in my head. She turns all fucking pink.
Disguised? No, I don't do disguises.
She takes cosplaying very seriously, okay?
I don't think that's possible, and I know the reason why.
The reason why Tsumugi couldn't have been in disguise was 3. Wait, where do I click? Okay, here we go. Cospox.
I get it.
Tsumugi can only cosplay as fictional characters.
That That's what cosplay is supposed to be in the first place.
It should be, yeah? All you cosplay frauds, huh? Cosplaying as real-ass people?
Lately, some people prefer to cosplay as non-fictional characters, which is unforgivable. It's so unforgivable that I break out in cospox if I even attempt it.
Yeah, the cospox was pretty gross.
Yeah, trust me. Tsumugi's cute, you know, but you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that.
I see. If that's the case, then there's no way you could have been in disguise. Sorry about that, Tsumugi. I just thought it was something to check.
I mean, it's a valid concern.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm not bothered by it at all.
Aw, Tsumugi is so nice. She's way better than Mew.
Wow.
Fuck you too!
Getting back on topic, we now have alibis for the people in the dining hall.
So we know that Kirumi, Tsumugi, Mew, and Kyo can't be the culprit.
Congratulations to the 4 of you. You can all leave now.
Whoa, not so fast, Angie.
Huh? Can they?
So what about the swines who went to the basement? They're all suspicious, right?
Yeah.
Which of us went to the basement?
Quite a lot.
Well, when Shuichi and I were on lookout, we saw Kaito, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Himiko, Angie, and Rentaro. So 7 people in total.
So the culprit is among those 7?
Yep.
But of course.
Why are you laughing? That includes you too!
Excluding Rantaro, one of the 6 people who headed to the basement. Is the mastermind of this killing game? The person who's making us endure all these terrible things.
Why not torture the truth out of them? It would be the quickest method.
Wait, please! No torture! My tolerance for pain is actually really low.
Really? And you're acting all like a tough girl?
I'll tell you everything! Anything! Just please don't hurt me!
Baby, don't hurt me.
Please just tell us what happened.
If the culprit is among that group, then wouldn't Maki be the most suspicious? Just look at her. She could definitely kill someone.
I mean, we're not going by capability though, right? A lot of people here look like they could kill someone.
Stop being so stupid. The culprit could easily be anyone, like Kaito.
What are you talking about? There's no way I'm the culprit!
Can we just like stop naming random names for no reason?
Who's the culprit? Who?
Gonta is gentleman. Gentlemen not hurt people.
It's not me either. Murder sounds like way too much work.
It is.
I have an alibi.
Who's the culprit, for fuck's sake?
We need to calm down. If everyone talks all at once, then we can't discuss anything.
It's all right, Kaede. We just need to listen to everyone's statements. You can do this, right?
Listen to everyone's statements? That's right. I can pick out everyone's voices as they talk over each other.
I only went because I was invited. Why don't you ask the shady guy who invited me?
What? You mean me? But I just said it wasn't me!
Don't thrust the blame on me! You degenerate males and your thrusting! Ugh.
I mean, hey, without thrusting, you wouldn't be here, Tenko.
Not a bad girl, really. If you don't believe me, ask my mommy.
I will, Himiko.
I have an alibi!
I'm
the culprit!
Oh god. 3 people gonna talk through each other? Oh no, all 3 people are talking all at once! Everyone is clamoring to prove their innocence. There's a panic in the courtroom. I see panic at the disco. Oh, that's right. It's time. You will now be thrown into mass panic debate. During the mass panic debate, 3 debates will happen at the same time. But remain calm. It's just like a non-stop debate. You're just hearing triple the opinions. Simple, right? Yeah, very simple, really. Aim at the conversation you really want to hear and concentrate to listen more clearly. Sort through everyone's opinions, find the lie or contradiction, and refute it. You can also use the V counters, so if you're confident, give that a shot. Sorry to take up your time, thanks for being such a sport about it. Don't worry. Alright, 3 times the difficulty. No problem, no problem. Receiver on Shuichi. Oh god. Library events, mark his account.
Actua is always all in the basement.
Who's that talking about me?
Oh god, this is really...
We're having a strategy meeting together, remember? Rentaro's the only one who left in the middle of it. Robot like Kibo? None of us there could have killed him.
Well, no. Rentaro's not... All the different voices are confusing me, but Kaito's statement was suspicious, right? Yeah. I'll be fine as long as I stay calm and listen for everyone's unique voice. So, Maki's account was that... who's the Tarzan guy?
Are you talking about me?
Tarzan guy.
We were having a strategy meeting together, remember? Rentaro's the only one who left in the middle of it. Robot like Kibo?
I hear it!
He was the one that sort of shut himself in the room. So he was not the only one that sort of left.
Wait a minute, Kaito. Wasn't there someone else who disappeared other than Rentaro?
That idiot already forgot.
Gonta
also left during the strategy meeting.
Yeah, he locked himself up in the AV room and... Hey, wait a sec! Idiot!
Is that right, Gonta?
Yes! Gonta watched Bug Movie to fill Gonta with fight, so Gonta can fight Monokuma.
Yeah, he watched Bug Life. But one thing I'm actually curious about, I know we're like pointing suspicion towards Gonta right now, but where the fuck was Ryoma? I'm pretty sure he doesn't have an alibi, right? As far as we know?
Were you trying to imagine yourself as a huge mantis with swords for hands?
Oh, come on! How is looking at bugs supposed to put you in a fighting mood?
Hey, everybody's got their own fetish, okay? Don't judge.
Terrible idea. Like putting ketchup on a hot dog.
But why did you lock the door?
Cause Gonta need focus.
I'm pretty sure he's just beating it to fucking bugs.
Everyone suspect Gonta? Why?
Because you don't have an alibi.
Oh, Gonta just need alibi?
Bugs don't count, okay? Bugs cannot give you an alibi.
Okay, Gonta will get alibi. Just tell Gonta where to find it.
The way this debate is going, this will be difficult to refute.
What will you do? Without an alibi, we'll all choose you.
Gonta, please understand that in order to reveal the truth, you must also participate.
But Gonta not sure where to start.
You just have to tell everyone why you couldn't have done it.
If you're not the culprit and we all vote for you, then we're dead too. Our lives are riding on your word. You got this.
Okay, Gonta will try, for everyone's sake.
Right.
Yeah! Ha 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 ha! Fight, Gonta!
You can do this.
Fight! Fight! Fight!
I don't know how much trust I put in a guy that was raised by wolves, but we have to. We have no other choice.
Cut it out, you fucking bobblehead!
This debate is getting loud and heated, but if I just focus on everyone's voice, then hopefully we can expose the mastermind. Alright. Non-stop debate again. Okay, the card reader and Taros belongs. Oh, I already know. Sliding door.
Cause to leave AV room, Gonta must walk through game room where friends are. To even reach hallway.
If you can't get to the hallway, you can't go to the library.
AV room's got more than one entrance, though.
Yeah, but...
There should have been a door facing the hallway, too.
Broken.
The sliding door across from the rear entrance, correct?
With that sliding door...
I'm already certain it's this one.
You can quickly
Shit, how the fuck did I miss? I keep forgetting it's right click instead of left.
Past the camera somehow.
Feels so counterintuitive. Because I always use left click.
Well, that's settled. Let's go home.
Is not settled. Gonta not culprit.
It's not that fucking. I love. As much as I hate people that are so quick to judge and everything, I don't know. Hibiko says it's in just such a nonchalant way that it's actually kind of funny. Could Gonta have gone to the library from the AV room without anybody noticing? Could he really have done it?
Gonta not culprit.
I mean, he can't. The door is like jammed at a certain point, and he can't fit through that.
AV room's got more than one entrance, though. There should have been a door facing the hallway, too. The sliding door across from the rear entrance.
So,
Sliding door.
okay, right click, there we go. Doesn't fucking hit the V counter. Oh, come on! There we go.
No,
okay,
that's
finally.
wrong. It's not possible to use the sliding door.
You saying I'm wrong? You got a lot of ass to be contradicting me.
Oh yeah, that's right, we beat thick.
Did you mean to say sass? I think you left out an S.
The sliding door always jams. You're only able to open it a crack. The only part of your body that would be able to go through is your arm.
And there was no indication of the door being forced. There was dust on the track.
In other words, the chance they came out the sliding door is 0.
I see. So, I made a mistake. How rare.
How rare.
It's not that rare for you to make a mistake. Your entire existence is a mistake.
Ouch. But, to be fair, that's not a mistake she made.
Vicious little...
If Gonta couldn't use the sliding door, then in order to get to the library...
You'd have to go through the game room, but I didn't see him at all.
Yeah, that's for us, it's impossible.
See? Gonta tell you he not culprit.
No, we cannot confirm that just yet. My apologies, Gonta. I do not mean to put you on the spot like this, but... because I promised to do my best, I will fulfill that responsibility.
Are you saying Gonta could still be the culprit?
How?
There is the possibility that Gonta killed Rantaro from the AV room.
From the AV room? How?
I mean...
Oh! I didn't know that was a possibility.
It's kind of perfectly lined up, right?
Not only could he have killed Rantaro from the AV room, but also... he would not appear in any of the pictures from the cameras placed in the library.
Huh, how?
Whoa! Perfect! But wait, then how did Gonta kill him? Well, it's obvious to this glamorous girl genius. But maybe explain for these dimwits.
First, I will explain the layouts of both the AV room and the library. The sliding door in the AV room faces the rear door of the library.
Like, it is perfectly, like, across from each other. So technically it's possible, but, like, you'd have to be, like... The thing is, right, he was killed with that putt ball or whatever, right? So technically, if the AV room, if the door that jams, if it's only open at a point where... Well, it jams at the point where only your hand fits through, right? So it fits... It opens enough. If the other door of the library is similarly open enough for the ball to fit through, you could technically throw the ball all the way from the AV room to hit Rantaro at the back of his head, right? But that requires insane accuracy and strength as well, because it's a pretty heavy ball. And I mean, Gonta probably has the strength, but I'm not sure about the accuracy. But yeah, the possibility is there, it just seems extremely unlikely.
Because of this, it is possible for Gonta to have killed Rantaro while he was in the AV room.
But how though?
Just be like a fucking pitcher in baseball, right?
In order for the murder to take place, the rear door of the library must be opened.
Oh, wait a sec. Isn't that impossible?
You think so?
The AV room sliding door doesn't open, so you can't get into the hallway.
If you cannot enter the hallway, how would you open the rear door to the library?
Although you cannot fit your whole body through the sliding door, an arm would suffice. It would be possible if you used a particular item in the AV room.
A particular item in the AV room? What do you mean? Oh shit, we got like 17 seconds. Poster, projector. What? A projector?
I get it!
That's the only thing that kinda makes sense, but even then I don't know.
The projector screen?
That is correct. You can make a long pull if you roll up the screen.
Mm-hmm.
It would be possible to reach the library door with it.
Ah, I see. That's what you meant, like to open the library door from the AV room. Okay, yeah, sure. You can definitely roll up the projector that way and use it as an extended arm.
If you use the rolled up screen to reach the library's rear door, then you can open it. The screen itself is quite heavy, but that would not have been a problem for Gonta.
Yeah, no problem for Gonta.
Oh my, how honest.
Yeah, you're kind of helping them, Gonta.
But if you open the library door, the camera would take your picture.
Good point. Does it trigger when the door opens? I think so, right?
Actually, the camera wouldn't be triggered just by opening the door.
No? I mean, it's a sensor, right? So it's not just door opening. I feel like you have to be in a certain area, and it has to be like, I don't know if it's like pressure or whatever. I don't know exactly how sensors work, but it's not just a door opening, apparently.
Shuichi and Kaede's pictures were like that as well.
True, because look, they're already in the room. Kaede is already like in the room, Shuichi is in the room, Kaito is already in the room, Tenko is halfway through the door entrance. Like if the pictures were taken the moment the door opens, this picture would look different, and like you wouldn't even see Tenko and Kaito. You might see like half of Shuichi and Kaede. So yeah, it doesn't trigger just from the doors opening.
The shutter only went off once someone set foot into the room.
Okay, so it was possible to open the library door, but where does that get us? Gonta still couldn't have gotten from the AV room to the library.
Gonta did not enter the library. He killed Rantaro while he was still in the AV room.
If Gonta killed Rantaro in the library when he was still in the AV room, then...
So does that mean Gonta threw the shot put ball?
Wait, I say! Why would anyone do something so crazy like throw a... Wait, that's actually not crazy at all! Throwing a shot put ball is totally normal!
I mean, duh.
Yes, the act of throwing a shot put ball could lead one to use it as a weapon.
Even if a person couldn't fit through the space, a shot put ball certainly would.
Rentaro's body was across from the AV room sliding door as well. As long as the rear door of the library was open, he would have been able to hit the victim.
But, like, in this picture it looks possible, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't the bookcase blocking it. Because I'm pretty sure the bookcase was open the moment he died, right? Or the moment the picture was taken.
That's quite the distance.
Because before his death, he opened the door. He opened the sliding door.
And that shot put ball was pretty heavy.
So I feel like all this talk is all kind of pointless already.
Did you forget already? Gonta easily picked up the heavy manhole cover.
Yeah, he a strong boy.
It would definitely be feasible for him to throw a shot put ball at his target.
I don't know, like throw. Like, yeah, okay. Throwing the shot put ball requires strength, but it also requires insane accuracy to throw it through two of those thin openings, right? Of the the door openings. How little the door slid open. Or at least one. One, okay, like, cause in the picture the library door is entirely slid open. but the one in the AV room not.
Yep, a walking, talking Roomba can't compare to a mighty beast like Gonta.
You still need a lot of accuracy, man.
That Roomba remark is probably not about me, as I have a variety of custodial functions.
Well, Gonta, can you throw a shot put ball from that distance?
Yes, probably.
But can you hit him from that distance?
You're too honest, Gonta. You're so cool, Gonta. You could be the ultimate shot putter.
Well, I've heard enough. Gonta's the culprit.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait! Gonta never hurt anyone! Not even insect! Gonta telling truth! Gentlemen never tell lies!
Gentlemen.
Well, there you have it. What do you guys think?
I mean, it makes sense if you forget about the moving bookcase.
I would like to believe him, but without evidence, we cannot.
If everyone is wrong, we'll never find the mastermind. I can't let that happen. I need to do my best to guide everyone to the right answer. It's gonna be the moving bookcase, right? Yeah, there it is. Moving bookcase.
So we agree, Gonta's the culprit!
Gonta not culprit! Honest!
A typical degenerate male excuse.
Rantaro's corpse and the AV room door do line up with one another.
That they
There
do.
are no obstacles in the way.
Blah, there was.
No, that's wrong.
Got him.
It would have been impossible for Gonta to have thrown that shot from the AV room. Because there was an obstacle between Rantaro and Gonta.
Obstacle.
The moving bookcase. When Rantaro was killed, it should have been open.
Because according to the pictures, we saw Rantaro open the bookcase first, and the bookcase is always like it's already like opening to block the vision from the AV room door. And after that, Rantaro walked to the camera, and then he died.
Yup, that's our evidence. The bookcase door was open when he was killed.
What the fuck is this? What are we looking for? Show question, F1. What proves the bookcase was open when Rantaro was killed? The picture. Where's the picture? Where is it? Hidden door photos? This one, right? Hidden door photos. It's gotta be this one.
I get it! It's in this picture. Here, look. These two pictures were taken by the camera facing the moving bookcase.
These photos were taken moments before Rantaro was killed.
The bookcase door is completely open here, and then it closes automatically. So by the time we entered the library, the door had already closed itself. Before Rantaro was killed, the bookcase door was open. Even if Gonta did throw the shot, it would have hit the bookcase instead.
Unless he hit like an amazing curveball. Right? Which I doubt.
I see. Well, that pretty much shuts the book on that theory then.
If that's true, then there's no possibility that Gonta is the culprit.
What? Why are you making this so complicated? Just be the culprit already.
Because this is fucking Danganronpa, dude. It takes 2-3 hours to figure this shit out.
Sorry.
I don't think you need to apologize.
Yeah, that's right. A man shouldn't apologize so easily.
I should be the one to apologize. I am sorry for accusing you, Gonta.
No, Gonta understand. Cause we gotta find culprit.
And in order to find the culprit, we just gotta, you know, we gotta mark people off the list as possible culprits.
Well said! For a degenerate male, you're actually pretty reasonable.
We all are, Tenko, okay? If you just get to know us, we all are pretty reasonable. Most of us.
I hate this sentimental crap!
Why's that? It's nice when everyone gets along like this.
It's not gonna last forever, Himiko.
Are you stupid or something? I can't stand people having a good time!
Daddy is too evil to feel ashamed for being evil.
We could learn a lot from him.
I mean, of course, evil won't be ashamed of being evil. Evil likes being evil.
Don't mind me. I'm not actually taking notes. I'm placing bets on racehorses.
I'm jonesing for a leaf. I need a raccoon tail to chase my dragon.
Dragon? The fuck?
It's good that Gonta's in the clear, but don't break out the confetti just yet. We're out of suspects now. On top of that, we still don't even know how Rantaro died.
So we only know what the weapon is? How are we supposed to find the mastermind with that?
We know the murder weapon is the shot put ball. But where did the culprit get it?
I think it was from the warehouse. I saw track and field equipment there.
Then anyone would have been able to obtain it. We need more information.
What's wrong, Shuichi?
Huh? It's nothing.
Hmm?
Ah! How do we find this darn culprit now?
Hey, culprit! Quit hiding! Just be a man and fess up already!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, ah, yeah, sorry, man, sorry to make you go through all this shit. It was me, actually, sorry.
We don't even know if they're a guy or not, though, right? Or if they're even human.
Are you referring to me?
Don't worry, you guys. We're one step closer to the truth, so don't give up. Try to remember what happened. We can find more clues left by the mastermind.
Clues? What kind of clues?
Like, if Rantaro was deceived by the mastermind and went to the library, maybe somebody saw Rantaro having a suspicious conversation with someone. It would be a good idea to figure out who knew about our trap. Either way, anything you guys remember might be able to help with the case.
Yes! But are you sure the culprit is also the mastermind?
Huh? Yeah, I think so. Why?
We
Then
think.
what Atua just told me about how the culprit entered the library is correct.
And what did Atua tell you?
Huh? I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Only I can hear the voice of Atua. Then I will speak on Atua's behalf, as his prophet. If the culprit is the mastermind, they could have entered the library while avoiding the cameras.
What? Are you serious? There's a way to do that?
Super serious, brother.
Brother?
Your Atua sounds like a shady weirdo.
Yeah, I didn't know a god speaks like that, brother. Oh, wait for the culprit to enter the library without being caught by the cameras. Is that really possible?
Atua says...
The vents?
I should continue explaining on his behalf. Yahahaha! Only Atua knows the truth behind this incident!
Shouldn't fucking Atua just fucking tell us? Card reader does library vents?
The culprit
Maki's
was
accounts.
hiding in the library the whole time, before
Front
Kaede
photo
and
entrance.
Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside the hidden door!
So you're
No.
saying the culprit was lying in wait there?
The dust.
If that's true, the suspects are those who were alone at the time of the incident.
The only ones who didn't go to the dining hall or basement are...
Kokichi and Kibo and Ryoma, right?
I knew the culprit was a male!
Yahaha! Behold Atua's divine logic!
Divine logic? I never had to debate a god before. I can tell there's a contradiction, but I don't think Anji's noticed it yet.
The culprit was hiding in the library
It was
the whole time.
this part. The dust. Does the dust remain in place? Got him. V counter,
that's
baby.
Wrong. Wait a minute, Angie. I don't think it was possible to hide in the hidden door.
What? You dare challenge Atua?
I don't think the hidden door was ever used.
Huh? The dust is still there. It looks like the card reader wasn't used. That means the mastermind didn't hide here.
While investigating the mastermind, I placed dust on the card reader. If anyone swiped their card key, the dust would have fallen.
We already confirmed during the investigation that there was no dust on the floor. The bookcase hadn't been opened, so I doubt anyone was hiding in there.
The fog has lifted.
Oh shit, what?
You still got a ways to go.
Mada dane.
What do you mean?
The culprit could have been in the library before the cameras were even set. You won't be able to prove anything with weak reasoning like that.
It seems you've been contradicted. Oh, come at me, Ryoma. When this kind of argument surfaces, you will get into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. What's a Rebuttal Showdown? For now, let's explain the controls. In this mode, you counter the other person's claim and argue against it. Move your truth blade with movements with the mouse and align it with your opponent's claims. Left click to perform a regular cut in the direction the blade is pointing. Right click to cut with a truth blade. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you. Oh god, I always forgot this one. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. Use regular cuts on your opponent's words, but when a weak spot appears, slash it with a truth blade strike. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth bullet, yeah, okay, of course. What's neat is if you cut through multiple words at once, you get a time bonus. 2 at a time gets you 2 seconds, 3 is 3. The more you cut down, or can cut down together, the better. Watch the position of your opponent's claim closely and slice as many as you can. By doing that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. Oh, this one, right, yeah. When the mood of the argument is in your favor, the debate will progress. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage. And then you'll have to deal with loss of progress. If you and your opponent's arguments are even, a blade lock will occur. When that happens, left click as fast as you can to push him off. Isn't slicing and dicing opinions with a true sword the bee's knees? What? Not really? Well, you should knock it before you try it. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Although we've done it before. You can also V agree, so if blah 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 blah. Thanks for your time! I always sucked at this one if I remember correctly. We just kinda gotta cut.
Even if we rule out the hidden door, the library's got no shortage of hiding spots.
Boom.
There's piles of books all over. Since the culprit was there before the cameras were placed,
yeah,
could have been
cut
hiding
3.
there, you know?
It's a little different.
They took out Rantaro, then took off.
But if the culprit killed him and ran away, wouldn't they have been caught on camera?
Not if they went back into hiding. Right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
Rejoin everyone? I'm starting to see holes in Ryoma's argument. I have evidence I can present that will break down Ryoma's argument. But
not if they went back into hiding.
You can't rejoin everyone, because
right,
then it would be on the photo, right?
Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
Fuck, which one was it? Right click, what am I doing?
Not if they went back into hiding. Right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
I'll cut your words!
There we go. Pretty sure it's the front entrance.
The culprit met him inside the library? That doesn't seem possible, though.
Let's hear it then. What's your reason?
If you take a look at the 3 pictures from the camera we placed near the front door, this is when Shuichi and I met up with Kaito and Tenko, and then rushed in.
First picture?
This one shows the other 4 people running in after they heard Tenko scream.
And no picture of anyone leaving.
And finally, everyone else coming in after hearing the body discovery announcement. You can clearly see everyone entering the library in these pictures. It wouldn't make sense if there was someone hiding in the library the whole time.
Well, that does cover everyone now, doesn't it?
Indeed it does.
I guess the one who still has a ways to go is me.
Don't worry about it. It's better to think about each possibility anyway. Right, Shuichi?
Right, Shuichi?
Yes.
Right? Is Shuichi okay? He's been really quiet. Is it Shuichi? No, it can't be him. But like, the thing we gotta think about, right, is that, like, we are operating, like, the killer must have certain information that... I feel like, okay, now, let's start with this. The persons that have, like, the most information is me and Shuichi, because we were the ones that set the trap. Now, obviously, other people, through spying, or through being the mastermind or whatever, they could get similar information as us to know about the trap, everything we've done in the library, blah blah blah. But that is through other means, which we don't know for certain. But what we do know for certain is that both me and Shuichi have like the most amount of knowledge of sort of what's of all the circumstance of what's going on, what's planned, what's put here, what's put there, blah blah blah, right? So like, if someone's in the perfect position to do something without anybody knowing or noticing, perfect murder, right? It would be one of us two, and come on, it's not fucking gonna be us, so the only one left would be Shuichi. But it can't, I don't want it to be him. But I don't know if it is him either, probably not.
So the real question is how the culprit entered and exited the library.
We cannot continue until we address that problem first.
It's quite the mystery. How did the killer avoid being caught by the cameras?
I mean, I think that's the vent.
Almost like they were invisible. Oh, but it wasn't me. My magic can only make you half invisible.
Half invisible?
Your upper half, to be specific.
Okay. Interesting.
That's kind of a half-baked invisibility spell, isn't it?
That's not really useful.
But both doors to library had hidden cameras on them.
I mean, it's only useful on Halloween if you want to, like, scare people. It's a good, like, party trick, you know? Like, hey, look! I'm only half a body! Ha 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 ha!
How about the vent in the library? Maybe they came in through there.
But Shuichi and I were on lookout in the classroom with the connecting vent.
Yeah, that's another thing, right? Both me and Shuichi were in the place, in the room, in the which has the only other, as far as we know, only other way of entering the room unnoticed, entering the library unnoticed, which is the vent.
The culprit waited until Kaede and Shuichi weren't looking, then turned invisible.
Himiko is really gung-ho about her invisible culprit theory.
Yeah, no. There's no way someone snuck into the library through the vent.
Not a normal-sized person. That's right. We have evidence that proves that would have been impossible. I mean, this was to prevent it, right? The stacked books. Stacked books that could not fit in the bookcase, blah blah. Nothing has changed since Shuichi placed the hidden cameras. The point is that it's sort of right below the vent, right? This was the thing that's supposed to prevent it.
I get it! When I set the cameras, I also stacked some books in front of the vent. If someone did crawl in and out from the vent, the books would have collapsed. While we were investigating, they were still neatly stacked the way I placed them.
Maybe they put the books back when they left the room.
That would be quite difficult to achieve on such a narrow bookcase.
And only we know how we place the books, right? So we would notice, probably, if somebody else rearranged the books in a different way.
If we've ruled out the vent and doors, Then how'd the culprits get in and out of the library? Maybe... divine intervention?
Are you saying it's a Tua?
Gonta no can think of any other way to enter.
Eureka! I know how the culprit got in the library. The front door!
Have you been paying attention? The camera would have taken their picture.
Not if the culprit timed their movements around the camera intervals.
What are you trying to say?
Huh? Intervals?
What is that?
Basically, the culprit knew about the cameras and their intervals. So they snuck into the library between camera shots to avoid appearing in the photos. I know!
Wait, what?
I know! Beauty and brains!
Between?
Why? It's just not fair.
Between camera shots implies that it's right after one shot and right before the next camera shot, right? Like, I guess there's sort of a lull period in which the camera is unable to take another picture.
Mew, what's this interval you're talking about?
Huh? Oh, now you're asking me.
Well, you're only bringing it up now.
After the shutter snaps, the camera can't take a new photo for 30 seconds.
Oh, but we didn't fucking know that.
Because I redesigned the cameras to auto-roll the film instead of having to do it manually.
That's the first time I'm hearing about this. Why didn't you tell us from the start?
Yeah, like, the only one that now apparently knows about this is you, Miyu. So, all you're doing is bringing suspicion to yourself.
But I told your little beta boy toy after I gave you the remodeled cameras.
Wait, you told Shuichi?
What?
Shuichi?
Really?
I'm sorry. I guess I forgot to tell you.
Oh no, dude! Don't fucking betray me.
How could you forget to tell me?
I thought we were besties. I thought we told each other everything. What the hell, dude? I even held your hand.
I didn't think it would affect the plan. I didn't realize it would matter. I guess I just forgot to mention it. I'm really sorry.
It's an important detail, dude.
I forgot. What a pitiful excuse.
Yeah, that's pretty much a lie.
No, it's not a lie. He probably just forgot.
I hope so.
There was so much going on at the time. It's only natural to forget, you know?
Yeah.
We sure like to make excuses for him.
Let's put that aside for now and talk about the camera intervals.
Each interval lasted for 30 seconds, correct, Mew?
Yeah, sure. I'll explain it again to you mushheads. The 3 cameras that Kaidiot and Puichi place go off when they pick up movement. From there, it takes 30 seconds for the film to auto-roll to the next photo.
So, for 30 seconds, anyone could have entered the library without their photo being taken?
That may have been enough time to kill Rantaro and exit the library.
It's definitely enough time. You just gotta move at lightning speed.
I see.
30 seconds is a lot of time.
There's no doubt the culprit made use of the camera's intervals.
That means the culprit was Mew all along, since she knew about the intervals.
Possible.
Don't be an asshole! I have an alibi. Remember
True.
the dining hall?
Oh, yeah. Well, who else knew about the intervals?
Well, Shuichi.
Now, who was it again?
Shuichi.
Nah, dude, nah.
Well then, does this mean that he is the culprit we have been seeking?
But...
Shuichi!
Hey, what gives, Shuichi?
No, there's more to it.
Shuichi would never do that. Right, Shuichi?
I mean...
You had better speak soon. Your silence only damns you further.
I don't know what to say. From the Shuichi that we've gotten to know, you'd think he wouldn't do that, but, you know, obviously... you can't know a person this well in such a short amount of time. And hell, he might only be showing a certain side of himself.
Fess up already! Did you kill Rantaro?
Dude?
Hey, Shuichi, what's gotten into you?
Feeling heartburn? Are you okay?
Don't tell me you're gonna plead the fifth now.
Oh man, this is getting good! Entertain me, peasants!
Hey. No way. Shuichi can't be the culprit. That's definitely wrong. There's no way. I refuse to believe that Shuichi is the culprit. That's definitely not possible. Intermission, are you kidding me at this point? Fuck.
Well now.
Wow, the trial is racing towards its thrilling conclusion. Do you know who the culprit is? Obviously, I know, because I know everything. What? You know everything? No, everything. Daddy knows everything about anything. He basically traded his bearhood for godhood. Yes, he has betrayed his Ursine ancestors. What? Monodam spoke? Huh? Traded? No, I'm still obviously a bear. It's obvious, right? Right? You guys? Yeah, sure ain't no fish, but you damn sure smell like one. What?
Now then.
Anyway, since I know everything, I'll give you the whole story later. Try your hardest to nab the culprit, and believe me, that's no lie. If I lied, I would shake the game to its very foundation. So trust me and please enjoy the class trial without any worries. I'll try. Alright, intermission is over. Hope you all got your snacks or whatever the hell else you need to get through this one.
I feel like we're getting close to the gory part. It's making me nervous.
Don't worry, it'll be at least one more hour until we get there.
I don't know who the culprit is, but I'm not paying attention, so it's okay.
Yeah, but there's one thing we do know. The line between victim and attacker ain't as clear as you might think.
You think so?
I suppose that's one lesson we can take away from this case.
So you're saying things could have possibly been turned around on Rantaro? That he was originally the attacker, but he somehow ended up dying?
I cut off the leg before the poison spread. By spring, flowers will grow from the stump.
Say something already.
Shuichi.
Tongue-tied silence speaks volumes. I fucking knew you were the culprit.
Say it ain't so, my brother. Please.
Wait just a minute! None of that is possible! Shuichi was with me the whole time we were on lookout.
Except for 2 minutes.
When are you suggesting Shuichi killed Rantaro?
Were you really together the whole time?
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm asking if you two were on lookout together the whole time.
Well, I guess we weren't together the whole time.
We were together the whole time, excluding 2 minutes, which then isn't the whole time. I'm going to check out the basement. I'll come with you. No, you stay and keep watch, Kaede.
So that's when Shuichi went to kill Rantaro!
No! Shuichi wouldn't kill anyone!
Don't become emotional. We must seek the truth in a calm and logical manner.
I know, but even despite that, yeah, it may seem like an emotional reaction because we got so close to Shuichi, right? But I feel like there's gotta be, there's a
or all our lives will be lost here.
I don't think he did it though. Like, besides the fact that it's obviously too early into the class trial to have found the culprit, but besides that, I feel like I'm like forgetting something
I'm not
that
being
absolves
emotional
him.
here. I'm saying it with conviction.
Even if Shuichi did go to the basement, he could couldn't have killed Rantaro because the time it took Shuichi to return, security sensor going off, the murder weapon. Wait, he had the security sensor on him though, right? The murder weapon, I think it's perfectly doable and oh shit, I think the only answer is possibly is 2. 2, what? I'm right click! Oh fuck, why do I constantly keep forgetting right click? Oh shit, I messed up. Right. Right click.
I get it! The security alarm didn't ring until after Shuichi returned to the classroom. It only rang after Rantaro moved the hidden door, which means he was still alive.
But he had it with him, so no,
Shuichi was
he
with
gave
me
it to
when
me.
the alarm went off, then that means he's not the culprit.
He gave it to me, right? I was the one that held it.
By the way, I want to confirm one thing with you, Kaede. Who set the security sensor on the bookcase? It was Shuichi, right?
I mean, it's possible he could have turned it off. Holy shit, look at his fucking sinister face, damn!
Huh?
And I'll set up the camera that's connected to the security sensor. I'll set it carefully, so the camera has a clear shot when the mastermind moves the bookcase. Let me take care of the security sensor on top of the bookcase, and we'll set the cameras near each door. Well...
Yeah. Shuichi was the one who set up the security sensor. What about it?
Did you actually check for yourself if the sensor was set on the bookcase, Kaede?
No, I didn't check.
Did it ever occur to you that Shuichi could have lied about setting the sensor?
He could have.
A lie?
Shuichi,
dude, Shuichi, say something, man.
Hidden bookcase door.
Like in this case, silence actually makes it seem like he's guilty.
But in actuality, he was holding it the whole time. And when he met up with you, he secretly triggered the sensor to make the security alarm go off.
I mean, that sounds plausible.
That would cause Kaede to assume that someone had moved the bookcase.
I see! Sneaky little fucker!
No. At this rate, everyone's going to think Shuichi is the culprit. I have to do something. I know for a fact that he's not the culprit. So, I gotta do something. What we gotta do. From this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles. Please time your truth bullets just right so they won't get interrupted by the white noise. I can use the silencer with left click to shoot down the white noise. Now, why would you do that? Because not only does it make it easier to shoot the right weak spots, yeah, you also get additional time. What a great deal. Use it to your heart's content. Alright, I shall. Alright, what we got? Receiver on Shuichi, rear entrance photos, hidden door.
The security sensor was armed, but the moving
door
bookcase
photos,
isn't what triggered it.
out.
As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it in order to trigger the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Only an idiot can make that mistake.
Say something, dude. Shuichi couldn't have had the sensor on him. That's right, and I should have evidence that proves it beyond the shadow of a doubt.
The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
There's a camera pointed at it, right?
The sound Kaede heard came from...
Which one was it?
The sensor when
Rear?
Shuichi secretly
Rear
moved
entrance
it.
photos or hidden door?
In order to...
It's the hidden door, right? Hidden door photos. 2 cameras taken by the camera facing the hidden door. The first one is a shot of Rantaro opening bookcase. The second is a shot of Rantaro attempting to remove the camera. And that was the rear entrance. That's this one. That's where he entered through. Like both of these are sort of pointing in the same direction. This is from another angle, of course, and this is the hidden door is straight ahead. It's just that the hidden door covers it. So I feel like it should be this one.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off,
that's this one, hidden door.
She figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Alright, fast forward.
No, that's wrong.
Get him.
Wait a minute. This is weird. If the security sensor wasn't placed, then we wouldn't have been able to take that picture. We were only able to get it because the sensor was triggered by the hidden door.
Oh, that? Easy to explain. Well, you see...
Go ahead, yeah? Well, I'm listening, Oma. What's up, Kokichi?
I guess you're right. Sorry, I didn't think that far ahead.
No, it's more fun to point fingers, right?
You're giving up that easily?
Yeah, I mean, whatevs. I made a mistake, big deal.
I mean, at least he's admitting his mistake rather than just you know? Continuing on and just saying like, no, but it's still him. You may be right, and I don't have any way to prove it, but it's still him.
You speak as if you knew that from the start. Even I was taken in.
But that's the thing, I feel like Oma's gonna be so annoying. Even if he doesn't end up being the culprit in this one, which doesn't seem to be the case, I feel like Oma Kokichi as a character is just gonna be so annoying to deal with. I feel like he's just a troll, right? He's just a troll. He's here to make everyone doubt each other even more. He's just to be annoying, just to make like he did just now, just sort of point fingers at him and like, no, and then yeah, I guess you're right. Well, there was no basis behind it anyway. You're right. Well, bullshit.
So you see, Shuichi can't be the culprit.
I can already see it like 3 chapters from now or something. I'm gonna get crazy because of that dude.
Now wait just a minute.
Oh, what do you got now, Ryoma?
The security sensor had a power supply, so what if it went like this? The security sensor was set up on the bookshelf, and Shuichi had its receiver.
Yeah?
However, Shuichi turned the receiver off.
I've kind of considered this.
Huh? How come?
So that when he entered, right?
That would get you a picture, but no alarm when Rentaro moved the bookcase.
True.
Then, when Shuichi says he's gonna check the basement, he actually goes to the library. And thanks to the 30-second interval, he's got time to go in after Rentaro.
True.
He could have collected the sensor from the hidden bookcase after killing Rantaro.
I see. Then he caused the receiver to go off in front of Kaede to trick her.
But I may have misremembered, but I'm almost certain I had the receiver, right? Didn't he hand it off to me?
It's certainly plausible, considering that Shuichi knew about the intervals.
Right, this is one of those things where, for me personally, right, if I don't play the chapters in like a continuous time, like within a certain amount of days within each other, like I played after the killing happened, there was like a week and a half where I didn't play this one, didn't play Danganronpa, and actually right after, like right before this class trial, there was also like a couple of days before I started it. So I did the investigation in like one day and then another couple days break before starting this class trial, and that kind of messes with my memory, right? I already have a terrible short-term memory, but I'm almost certain I remember a specific time where I mentioned that he handed us the receiver, and I actually mentioned or said or thought that the receiver would just be better off with him, right? Or maybe Kaede just actually said that in the game.
How needlessly complicated. But I guess it's not impossible.
Then, Shuichi really is the culprit?
Dude, can you just fucking say something?
So the ultimate detective is the killer. What a plot twist!
Wait! Why do you guys think he's the culprit? Shuichi, please say something. Why aren't you saying anything?
Shuichi, what's wrong? You're not culprit, are you?
Hey, you gonna say anything? We'll all vote for you if you don't.
Are you okay with being the culprit? Are you ready to turn yourself in?
It was like with the sinister music, like oh, when Anji spoke. What should I do? Everyone suspects Shuichi. There's no way he's the culprit. But even so, why won't Shuichi say anything? Is there a reason he won't say anything? If that's the case, then it's all up to me. To protect everyone, I need to take control of this debate. Oh yeah, master debater Kaede. Even if that means I have to lie to do it. Did you hear that? A lie? Wait, we're gonna lie? Now I know that sounds crazy, telling a lie in a class trial, but sometimes telling a lie is necessary to reach the truth. Oh, but don't worry, there are no lies in this tutorial. From here on out, there will be times in a lie, or in a debate you have to lie. Before you had to refute the lies, but now you have to lie yourself. So this is one of those moments where just like, you know, you have to tell like a little lie to actually get to the truth. It's still a lie though, but I guess it's a little bit more forgivable because you're using it as a method to reach the actual truth, right? Sometimes you lie to hide the truth, but here we're using a lie to get to the truth. Doesn't that get your heart pumping? Here's how it works. Select the truth bullet like normal non-stop debates, but when you hold right click, the truth bullet will become a lie bullet with the opposite meaning. Releasing the right mouse button will shoot the lie bullet. When you use a lie bullet to argue or agree with someone's statements, it'll become a perjury, a statement that paints over the truth with lies. While lying, your influence gauge will drain, the successful liar will store it, but if you miss with your lie bullet, you will take damage, so be careful. Also, I've heard a rumor that there's a secret way to advance debates. It's called a back route. What the hell does that mean? Let's just say that only those who lie well will be able to find it. Thank you so much, Lee. Wait, how do you turn it into a lie? Right click? Okay, so what we got? Monokuma found moving bookcase, receiver on Shuichi. I mean, it's gotta be about the receiver.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase.
Oh, right, okay. But what's the receiver on Shuichi? Where is it? Receiver on Shuichi. The security alarms receiver, a sensor, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. A sensor was placed on the moving bookcase, so in case someone moved the bookcase, it would notify him. Okay. I don't know what the other ones was, but it's gotta be about this receiver.
But he had it turned off.
And so when Rantaro moved the bookcase, a picture was taken without the alarm sounding.
Yeah.
Then taking advantage of the camera's interval timer,
Shuichi hid in the library and murdered the shit out of Rantaro! And then, he grabbed the security sensor from the bookcase and returned to the lookout spot.
Afterwards, he set off the receiver in front of Kaede on purpose to make her think the murder had just happened. Praise be to Atua! We've solved this case! So Shuichi was just using Kaede.
The basis for the suspicion is that Shuichi had the receiver for the security sensor. If I can argue against that, everything should be okay. I have to retake control. I have to tell a lie so we can get closer to the truth. So does that mean that we're gonna lie about the fact that he doesn't have the receiver? Meaning that I completely misremembered everything and that Shuichi did have the receiver on him.
Let's go over the case one more time.
I think we gotta lie about this one. And then we gotta fire it.
The sensor was placed on the moving bookcase.
At
Shuichi also had the
this one.
I'll turn this lie into the truth.
Is that good?
Sorry, you guys. I forgot to tell you something important.
Yeah, sorry, totally skipped over this.
To tell you the truth, it was me. I had the receiver.
I mean, I still kind of feel like I remembered that was the case, but I could be totally wrong.
Huh? So that's why there's no way Shuichi could have turned off the receiver.
Uh-oh, he knows we lied, right?
If that is true, then the entire premise of the argument thus far is wrong.
Is this true, Kaede?
Of course! Come on, would I lie to you guys?
Yeah, come on, would that face lie to you?
That'd only screw yourself over. If we mess up, you're dead too, you know.
Or perhaps you wanted to cover for Shuichi, even at the cost of your life.
But this is at the cost of everyone's lives, though.
Huh? I cannot imagine why anyone would risk their life to lie on another's behalf.
Well...
Words from a true heartless robot. Emotions are only for meatbags.
That is a harmful stereotype. I can produce heartfelt remarks through calculations.
Like less than 3? Those kinds of calculations?
Less than 3, get it? Because it's a heart. Haha.
It's not so unthinkable. All hearts are blind when faced with radiant love. Doing anything for the one you love. Hasn't everyone felt that way before?
Okay, is he like enlightened or something? Or is he about to like get sucked up to heaven? The fuck? Where the fuck did that light come from?
I most certainly have, at least.
How creepy you are. I'm sure that person didn't want your love.
Kaede and Shuichi are pretty buddy-buddy with each other, so I wouldn't doubt that.
Well...
Plus, the way
we are
Kaede just
buddy-buddy.
acted right now, I'm pretty sure she lied. A talented liar like me can spot other people's lies easily.
Oh, can you now? I mean, he is a he is a liar, that's for damn sure.
Well, what do you guys think? To believe or not to believe, Kaede?
I do want to believe Kaede, but Shuichi does seem pretty suspicious. He has been strangely quiet for a while now, which is classic degenerate male behavior.
I thought it would actually be the opposite, to be like obnoxiously loud. That would be considered classic degenerate male behavior.
Yeah, I agree.
Shuichi is the only person here who's suspicious.
So we all agree that Puichi did it? Then let's just vote already!
Oh, let's not go so fast.
No, I still think it is too soon to determine the culprit.
I agree. I sort of can't believe that Shuichi is the culprit.
Yeah, this ain't right.
I agree. But I don't know if Atua agrees. Cause right now it's his nap time.
Oh, God's nap too? Oh, wow, okay. I didn't know that.
Troublesome. It seems our opinions are on opposite ends.
Like, what happens if, like, one of his believers, right? One of his followers has, like, a burning question or needs help from Atua and he just happens to be on nap time at that time? Do his followers understand? Like, oh, yeah, shit, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not supposed to bother you during nap time. I know. It's my fault if you don't save me.
How are we supposed to decide? We're split, right down middle.
They all just know. Yep, from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Central Time. I don't know if that's even an actual time zone, but nevertheless, Eastern Central Time, right? From 1 to 2, that's when he takes his nap. So don't just don't do anything, okay? Try and keep yourself out of as much trouble as possible, because Atua won't be there to help you.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Split? Did you just say split? You did! I heard it! I heard it with my belly button microphone!
So that's what that is? That's what that X is on your belly button?
So wait, your ears don't do anything?
The Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
More phenomenal?
More phenomenal trial
What the fuck is that?
The trial grounds are gonna morph? Seriously? I totally want to see that!
By the way, we have to do something. We can't vote for Shuichi, because he's definitely not the culprit. If we won't vote for him, all hope is lost. I won't be able to save everyone. But I haven't lost hope yet. I won't give up. Before I can save everyone, I need to make sure we're all on the same page. You're split down the middle. At times like this, debate scrums are perfect. In a debate scrum, you'll be split into 2 teams. Then you argue your opinions against each other. But look, everyone's so fired up, the subjects of your statements don't match. That's not how you debate at all. Nope, that's not how it works. I mean, even a debate noob like me without any experience whatsoever knew that, right? You have to match your subject with your opponents and put them in the correct order. That's how you make a good debate. Your side's subject keywords will be displayed, but your opponent's subject won't be revealed yet. Listen closely for the subject of your opponent's argument. Before your opponent finishes their statement, use the W and S to find the same subject keyword. And right-click to argue the subject with the same keyword, okay? And if you and your opponent's arguments match, then your opponent's keyword will be revealed. And when all the statements match up, you will enter the finale. Try to convince all your opponents at once. Rapidly tap the key displayed on the screen to push your opponent's claim out. Don't get pushed back. Push their claim out for a perfect refutation. Refute, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, this is entirely new. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Damn, we get like lifted into the air. All at different heights. I love the fact that we're like cardboard cutouts. Is Shuichi the culprit? Shuichi's the culprit, Shuichi isn't the culprit. Debate scrum starts.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Intervals? This one?
Unlike Shuichi, Gota.
But Mew's silent about intervals too.
Shuichi and Kaede weren't together the whole time, were they?
What am I doing?
If Shuichi had the receiver, it could have been disguised.
Kibo!
Kaede is the one who actually had the receiver.
Do we just like copy a word that's there?
Kaede's lie, isn't it?
Lie?
We'll know whether or not it's a lie when we talk this through.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I just see one of their words in one of my words on the right, and I just copy that. If our points don't match, then we won't be able to make a convincing argument. I'm going to convince everyone that Shuichi is not the culprit.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Gota!
This one?
But
intervals.
Mew's silent about intervals too.
Unlike Shuichi, I actually
Alibi,
have an
alibi.
Kaede backed up Shuichi's alibi, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Shuichi and Kaede weren't together the whole time, were
Together,
they?
there we go, easy.
Both of them were together when the receiver went off.
If Shuichi had the receiver...
Receiver.
Kaede is the one who actually had the receiver.
But that's Kaede's lie, isn't it?
I'll do it!
Lie!
We'll know whether or not it's a lie when we talk this through.
Got him. Oh shit. Now we gotta push D. I'm pushing D. Push it out. Come on. Hey. I'm like the fucking king of QTEs, okay? Get fucked, scrubs. Okay, that was a strange one.
You have to believe me. Shuichi is not the culprit. If we vote for Shuichi, we'll be making the wrong choice. And if that happens, everyone will be executed. I definitely won't let that happen, even if it costs me my life.
Even if it cost me my life.
Kaede.
That's the first word he said. Shuichi. Buddy,
Yeah, it's just
talk
like
to
Kaede
me.
said. Shuichi ain't the culprit.
Gonta believe in Shuichi too. Gentlemen always believe in friends.
Well,
if Shuichi's not our culprit, then who is?
We've already exhausted all possible avenues of discussion.
No way. There has to be something else we can discuss. We just gotta think.
alright, think about it.
Right, Shuichi?
Huh?
Shuichi, even though you're not the culprit, you've been quiet for a while.
Has he realized something? Could it be that Shuichi actually realized something? And that's actually like kind of terrifying him, or like that's what he's afraid to speak up about, which is the reason why he's quiet? Not about the fact that the finger is being pointed at him, or that people think that he is the culprit, but actually something entirely different. But then what the hell will that be?
It's because you realized something, huh? You're scared to reveal the truth.
But then what could that be? Like, The only person that he's hung around with is Kaede. I mean, he is the ultimate detective, right? You'd think that he is at least more perceptive to figuring out the truth, or just like to everything that we're doing here, than the average person, or even the average ultimate here, or just any. He should be better at this in general than every other person here.
I thought so. Shuichi.
What's going on?
Answer me this. What kind of truth did you realize?
It's probably not a truth you want, right?
Don't be scared to say it. Not just for me, but for everyone else. Please, face the truth.
The picture.
Picture?
Picture?
The picture from the camera aimed at the hidden door, just before the murder.
Which one? That one, yeah?
I always thought it was suspicious, the way Rantaro was acting.
What's suspicious?
If you look at the picture, it looks like Rantaro is trying to remove the camera.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
But that must mean he noticed the camera we set up.
True.
That's true. But when did he notice that?
I mean, there was a picture taken before that, right?
I believe it was when the camera took its first picture.
This one, yeah.
This picture was taken when Rantaro moved the bookcase. At that moment, something made him notice the camera. So he tried to remove it. That's when the bookcase closed. The sensor was triggered, and that's when this picture was taken.
Isn't it just a giant fucking flash?
We must find the reason why he noticed the camera.
Right? Because what else? Why else would you suddenly notice a camera?
You're
I thought we turned the flash
everyone.
off.
Except me, of course. Just get to the fucking point!
I've been contemplating what it could be. Why did he notice the camera?
I'm pretty sure we wanted, or we did, right? At least that's what we said we would do, and that that's what we asked Miyu to not have the flash on. But like, look,
the answer is in this picture.
Like, you see shadows behind him. His face is illuminated. His hand is illuminated. So it's clear that this picture is taken with a flash. I see. Shuichi knows. The reason why Rantaro noticed the camera was because her enters Brooklyn with a camera flash. For sure.
I get it.
100%.
Because of the flash, right?
Yeah? The flash?
Not the
Yes,
superhero.
The flash went off when the hidden door camera took a picture.
But that's supposed to be off. So someone tampered with the camera and turned on the flash?
Rantaro noticed the camera's flash.
But how can you tell the flash went off?
Well, if you compare it to the other pictures that we have. Remember the pictures that were taken when I took down the cameras?
Right.
This is the picture taken when I removed the front camera.
It's blurry, there's no light on his face, on his hand. Yep.
This is the picture from when I removed the rear camera. And this is the picture of Rantaro.
Very different. Yep.
Whoa! The brightness is totally different.
Whoa!
Same room, circumstance, and camera. And yet, there is a disparity in brightness.
I mean, it's one of those things, right, which just now seems really fucking obvious, but just like when we first saw all of these pictures, that's not something I noticed at all. It's just like, you just think like it's a picture. You look at like the person and like other sort of details about the environment maybe, not necessarily like the light and the flash and the brightness. But now that it's mentioned and it's brought to your attention, you're like, of course.
The door had the flash turned on.
What was the purpose of leaving the flash on? Especially since it was meant to be hidden.
A mistake, maybe?
Or
It's no
planned by
mistake.
someone.
There there was an objective here.
Bait?
That camera was placed for another reason.
Another reason, huh?
To take a picture of the mastermind to light up the room, nah. To lure the mastermind closer, to blind the mastermind. To blind him? No, you didn't see that at all. I guess it's to lure, right?
I get it!
Oh my god.
The flash was used to lure whoever moved the bookcase to the camera.
So that the person behind him then has the perfect sort of angle to sneak up, or whoever killed him, right? They have the sort of perfect angle to sneak up behind him to kill him without being spotted on that particular camera then, I suppose. Right? Because the closer the person goes to the camera, the closer Rantaro goes to the camera, the more he's blocking out what's happening behind him. He's just covering more of the lens, of course. Is that the idea behind it?
So when the flash went off, they would have noticed the camera right away.
Cause like, look how far away Rantaro stands, right? Obviously, if someone sneaks up behind him now, that'll just get fully caught in this camera, in the lens of this camera. But the closer Rantaro comes, the more he's blocking out behind him. Or the more he comes into view, the bigger he appears, blah blah blah. Yep.
And that's exactly what happened.
And look, there's like a huge portion of the lens, the screen that Rantaro's covering, and that's kind of enough for someone to sneak behind him, not get caught on the camera, and you know, hit the fucking putt ball against his head.
Rantaro moved the bookcase, noticed the flash, and then walked over to the camera. But the culprit didn't expect the camera to take another picture when the door closed.
Hey, Kaede?
What is it?
Is something wrong? You've been acting kinda strange.
I kinda... The moment she like brought it to... Or the moment she kind of thought or figured out that Shuichi realized something, she has been acting a bit strange, but...
Strange?
Your last few remarks carry more conviction than before.
More certainty?
Do you know who the culprit is?
Kaede? I mean, I had this whole theory about Ryoma, right? But apparently that's not possible or something. I don't know. It's not being brought up at all, strange enough. I don't know why. I guess it's just something that's only plausible in my mind. But if we look at the sort of the things that we've been looking at over the course of this class trial, right? And especially of the people that knew of the trap, the cameras, that set up the cameras or created the cameras, blah blah blah, right? There's only 3 possible suspects there. Myself, Kaede, but that would be one hell of a fucking twist if that actually happens to be the case. And I'm actually thinking it's possible, but I don't fucking know. What happens if Kaede dies? If we're it? Aren't we her? What the fuck happens then? But I'm not sure if that's the case. Shuichi, who's so far, the finger was pointed at him, but we've absolved him at the moment. And the others possibly is Miyu, but Miyu doesn't really know about the camera setup in the library and all that. She just created the cameras. So she might have more of an insight of like how the cameras work exactly, the weak spots of the cameras in terms of like, you know, the 30-second interval in which a camera or a picture can't be taken, blah, blah, blah. Those things she knows, but not the setup of the camera, where the cameras were set up, that sort of stuff, right? And we're kind of the only one that knows that. Besides Shuichi. Uh-oh.
Yep, I know. I've known for a long time.
Oh, man.
Long time?
Because there was only one person able to set the flash on the camera.
I mean...
Isn't that right, Shuichi?
Weren't we the person that set up that particular camera? I think we were. Kaede was, right? I mean, I feel like I kind of have to separate myself, the person playing the game now, with... That's usually how I do, right? I usually, like, sort of insert myself into the character, the main protagonist that we're playing. But I feel like I kind of gotta distance myself now from that. that Kaede is sort of separate from me now. Usually I'm like, I'm not necessarily role-playing as the main protagonist, but I like to put myself in their shoes the most, because obviously with that character in the story, right? But now I'm kind of like, me and Kaede, I got nothing to do with that. That's Kaede, I'm me. I'm now only an observer.
The culprit of this incident is...
Are we accusing? I mean... this is us, right? Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me?
No doubt about it.
That's the... But then... What's the whole bullshit about, like, we gotta fight together, blah blah blah? What? Maybe that's why? Is she like trying to be a martyr or something like that? She's like, alright, I'll get the ball rolling and everything, but she's like, she's trying so hard for everyone to stay united, even if she has to sort of force that to happen. Like this, it just sounds so... But then it would make sense that Kaede didn't take advantage of the first blood perk for this reason. What the fuck? This is like fucking Nagito on steroids. This is like a Nagito move. I feel like this is a move that Nagito would think about, but actually not do himself.
Well, this is as far as it goes.
What the fuck?
I couldn't do it. I couldn't get to the mastermind. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry, Rantaro. I'm sorry, Shuichi. You stayed silent this whole time because you realized it already, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that must have been it. That must have been why he was so silent, because, like, he was with us the entire time. And, I mean, similarly, we thought that, like, hey, there's a 2-minute window for Shuichi to kill him, right? Because we were separated. But the same goes for Kaede, right? Shuichi went alone, but Kaede was alone as well. It's just that usually, if we're this character, we see everything from their perspective. Therefore, if you would assume, if we, Kaede the character, if she would have killed someone, we should have seen that action, right? Which is why in the first 2 games, Makoto or Hajime, obviously they never killed someone. They were never the culprit, because you probably would have seen that. Holy fuck. But now I'm more interested in how the fuck did she do that? Did she use the vent? It's gotta be that then, right? It's the only possible way. If Shuichi went down to the basement, or down to the library, down in the basement library, right? The only way is for Kaede to go through the vent. And it's kind of a shortcut as well, right? Technically, Shuichi could go downstairs to the basement, check. Okay, nothing's going on. And in that period of time, Kaede is waiting in the vent. The moment he goes back, she goes down, does her shit or whatever, and then tries to go back. Or maybe, like, even before he went down, she goes quickly down into the vent, maybe hides somewhere, and then once he leaves, she has time again before going back up, and then being back before he comes back. Terrible explanation, I know, but it makes sense in my mind.
But you can't do that.
What?
It may be the end of me, but I want my wish to. I'm giving it to you, Shuichi. From now on, you're going to carry on my wish. You're going to protect everyone.
Are we Shuichi now?
Kaede, I know what you want me to do. That's so cruel. It's cruel, but I understand. I'll do it. You can trust me. I won't let your wish go ungranted. Kaede is the culprit.
Huh? It's actually true, isn't it?
Kaede did it?
Wait! That's not possible! Right, Kaede? Kaede? Wait! Did she really...
Yep.
Just kidding!
Just kidding?
Just kidding?
What? No.
Huh? Did you guys really think I'm the culprit? Psh, come on, guys. Like I could.
She's just playing the bad guy now, right?
When Rantaro was murdered, I was in the classroom with Shuichi, remember? After that, we went to the library, and that's the first time I even saw his body.
What the fuck is going on? Why would she no fucking way. Why would she first openly admit it and even get Shuichi to say it out loud? Because that's what he was thinking. That's definitely, whatever happened before this was definitely true, 100%. I'm not gonna doubt that. Just a sudden switch of character of like how Kaede is acting. Just joking, just kidding, blah blah blah. That's what I don't trust. Is she...
Plus, I never met up with Rantaro. I never had a chance to kill him.
Does she want Shuichi to win over the other people on his side and to unite that way? Right? I think so. That's why she's sort of playing the bad guy now and actually denying it so that Shuichi will now get a chance to prove his worth by actually showcasing how Kaede did it.
Yes. No way Kaede could be culprit.
Jeez, of course not. Do you think I'm even strong enough to throw that shot? My hands are only strong enough to play piano.
Then accusing you of being the culprit is...
Yup, it's wrong. Shuichi's just joking around. He wanted to lighten up the mood. Right, Shuichi? No matter how you look at it, I couldn't have killed Rantaro with that shot.
I'm so fucking confused now. I understand, Kaede. You want me to reveal the truth, though. Yeah, see, okay, that makes more sense. She's just pretending like, oh no, it didn't happen. I think everyone is afraid of learning the truth, but the people who are willing to find the truth are the ones who can decide their faith. If you never know the lies from the truth, then you can't choose a path. You won't even know you're on a path. So, fight for the truth even if it is frightening. So that's what she meant by it, because obviously, you know, once he realizes, once he learns that it was her. So she's actually encouraging him right now to prove that it was Kaede. If you're scared, borrow the strength of others who will be there to help you. Think of everyone you're helping and let that be your strength. What kind of fucking move is this?
Not joking around. Kaede definitely killed Rantaro.
What kind of fucking move is this from Kaede, though? Like, she is kind of sacrificing herself, and she sacrificed Rantaro for this too.
What the hell did you just say?
It seems as though Shuichi is serious after all.
Of course I am.
Why don't you tell me then? How did I kill Rantaro with that shot?
Yeah, how? You and Kaede were together the whole time, weren't you?
Not the whole time.
How Kaede killed Rantaro with the shot put ball should become clear when you consider where she used it.
Where?
Where she used the shot put ball?
Huh? What? I'm lost, you guys.
Did she use something? Kaede wants me to reveal the truth. She trusts me with her wish. So I can't back down. I need to fulfill her wish. I need to fight for the truth. So we're actually Shuichi, right? Is that also another twist? Either that we're Shuichi or that like the baton sort of main character has been passed over to Shuichi?
When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom standing watch with Shuichi.
Kaede never saw Rantaro.
Yeah.
Then how'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
Rantaro was killed in the library after all.
He was?
That's the only explanation.
In which case, it's impossible for me to be the culprit.
Kaede wants me to reveal the truth. She trusts me with her wish. I won't let her down. I will find the answer.
I have an alibi.
Look out, classroom.
When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom standing watch with Shuichi.
Kaede never saw Rantaro. Then how'd she kill him?
This is also still so suspicious thing for me, the promotional video background music.
We know that it was in the library.
Rantaro was killed in the library after all.
That's the only explanation.
In which case, it's impossible for me to be the culprit.
But like, the lookout classroom, the classroom that we were in, is connected to the library through the vent. So I think that's the weakness. The fact that we know it's in the library. Oh shit! I didn't do the V points.
Kaede didn't use the shot put ball at the scene of the crime. She used it at the first floor classroom, where we were keeping watch.
Did she actually let the put ball roll through the vents? I mean, the books are set up that way too, right? That the shot put ball can roll through the vent on top of the books, and I think it kind of slanted downwards as well. And then she could have, like, she set up the books as well, right? She set up the books on top of the shelf. So she could technically set up the books in a way for her to kill Rantaro without even being in the room, just being in the class. Just being in that classroom. Like the moment when Shuichi sort of walked away, then all he had to do was just sort of let the ball roll. And then it goes downwards, it slants down onto the books. And it just falls on top of Rantaro from above.
Hold up. How could she have hit Rantaro with a shot from a different floor?
She rolled it.
Oh my god.
She rolled the shot from the first floor classroom and hit Rantaro.
Holy shit.
I am skeptical that she could perform such a feat of accuracy.
It doesn't even require that much accuracy. It's a big ball, if you know how it's sort of gonna land, or you know, and that's why the flash on the camera was on too, obviously, because it was needed to lure Rantaro there. The only thing that's like really hard is the timing. When exactly?
With a magic shot put ball? That's not possible.
No, it sounds completely possible, but one thing that I don't really understand yet is like when does she know exactly when to let the ball roll through the vents? I mean, she could time it in her head, right? Because obviously when the alarm, the sensor goes off, that's when Rantaro's entered the room. So she probably like sort of timed it in her head. Alright, the moment he enters the room, this is gonna happen then, and in so much time he's going to be walking up to the camera. I guess it's all done at that point. You can kind of estimate it, I guess.
It is possible. If you do it at the right spot in the classroom, it will reach the library.
So it seems you already knew about that.
Yeah, I think I've pretty much figured that out. I didn't want to figure it out. I didn't want to know. But I can't turn away from the truth. The place she rolled the shot put ball to move it from the classroom to the library. I know this, I mean it's only one possible. But I need to do the hangman, oh the hangman. The objective is to select the letter orbs in the right order to create the word. Left to activate the flashbot to read the illuminated letter orbs. While the letters are illuminated, you will not be able to actually select a letter orb. So make sure you remember where they are and right click to get the orb. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, but remember you have to select them in the correct order. Deduce the keywords from the letter orbs that you can see in the flashbot. The flashbot uses focus energy, so use it wisely. Waves of light will also occasionally cross the screen, so you can read the letter orbs then. Take advantage of that as well, okay. So basically they're all gray, and you just gotta illuminate them. This is a V? Yeah, I mean it's 4 letters, it's definitely a V. Okay, this one. Wait, what was this also? This is an N. T, I need a T! There we go, Vince.
I see now.
Easy peasy. I still can't fucking believe it. It's Kaede?
The classroom's vent. If you were to roll the shot in there, it would reach the library.
I see. That air duct connects the classroom to the library.
So, the shot is rolled into the vent, passes through the duct.
Now look at the book, see?
It comes out of the air vent above the library bookcase.
It's not perfect though. It's not perfect. Like there's some higher than the other ones in the middle.
But how could she have hit Rantaro from all the way over there? The vent was way too far from Rantaro's body.
So it was just a coincidence?
No.
What kind of coincidence is that?
What a mystery.
That's definitely the stacked books. No, I already know the answer to that as well. It was no coincidence the culprit set it up that way intentionally. If I'm remembering correctly, there was something off about her then. Damn, how could I not realize it? It's too late to regret the past. I said I wouldn't back down. I made a promise. This is so fucking weird. Stacked books 100%.
The shot that fell from the vent. How did it strike Rantaro's head from that distance?
Yeah, that's impossible.
It's not like it started rolling on its own.
It's not, it didn't roll on its own, it rolled thanks to the stacked books.
It's just like we almost said. The shot rolled along the top of the bookcase and fell on Rantaro's head.
It rolled along the bookcase?
I mean, yeah, with objects you can sort of guide it, right?
I did say that, but would the shot have rolled that conveniently?
It has nothing to do with convenience. The shot rolled exactly how the culprit wanted. They used books on top of the bookcases to direct the path of the shot.
The shot's path was directed by books? How would that even work?
It would be easier to explain with a floor plan of the library.
Oh, that's right. Someone did have a floor plan. In fact, there might be the concrete proof of my theory. I remember one of them. What the floor plan? Was it Miu? I think it was Miu, right? Nah, it's definitely Miu.
That's it! Miu, I recall that during the investigation, you said you would use your drone to make a floor plan.
Oh yeah! What happened with that? I've already developed the photos and drafted some sketches.
Then let's look at it. Maybe we all find clue.
Clue we will find.
Oh, want him that badly, huh? Fine. But now you owe me one. Voila! Feast your eyes on these babies.
Oh, I thought she was gonna show me different babies. But yeah, look, for the most part, like look at the books. It's sort of, you can see it's sort of slanted, right? And then at the end, there's like a pile of books at the very left that like holds or stops part of the momentum of that the rolling football would have just from rolling downwards. And then it just obviously gets held by that stack of books on the left there, and then it falls down on top of Rantaro. There it is.
Just as I thought.
Yepers.
What is?
See? The books are stacked like stairs from the vent to where Rantaro's body was found.
Down, 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 down it goes.
Shuichi's right.
Indeed, they are stacked like stairs. I did not notice when I looked up from the floor.
I see. The shot rolled on top of these books, eh?
As much as it sucks, right? If you just only look at how the theory and how she killed him, right? It's fucking genius.
Yes, I'm sure of it. The shot was rolled into the classroom vent and came out in the library.
It's like fucking pinball.
If the vent
right?
was open,
it's like fucking
the shot would
pinball.
maintain momentum. And you did that, right, Kaede? You made sure the vent was open.
Yep. I pushed the grate into the duct. Then I lifted my body and looked inside. So, how's it look? Could a person fit in there? It would be pretty difficult, but you might be able to crawl through.
Impressive. You have a really good memory, Shuichi.
I mean, you gotta pay attention to the details in this game.
When the shot came through, the stacked books made it change direction.
Yep, down, down, down it
the
goes.
path made by the books.
Gathering more momentum.
The books were stacked in rows so that the shot wouldn't fall off.
Ah yeah, that's another thing. Look at the front row, right? The front row is higher to just sort of block it. Just make sure that it stays on course.
At the same time, the books blocked the shot from view.
That's why, okay, that's why from like the different angle, from like the front view, I guess the books don't look perfectly slanted or like stairs. That's also to sort of cover it up. Smart, Jesus, it's just like it's behind, right? It's a back row of stairs.
Then, when the ball was directly above Rantaro, it changed direction.
Yep, it gets caught by like the 3 stacks of books on the left. And then she opened those 4 books in a row so that to make sure that it goes downwards. Holy shit.
Rolled along the groove of the open books.
Groove.
And fell on top of his head. And it was the camera flash that lured him to that exact spot.
Yep.
A setup that complicated is almost like a Rube Goldberg machine.
So Kaede created this mechanism?
Well, it would be...
Wait, even with the Rube whatever setup, when did she roll the ball into the duct?
That's right! Wasn't Shuichi with Kaede in the classroom?
When did Kaede roll the shot put ball? It had to have been just at the right time to kill Rantaro. Kaede rolled the shot when she entered the classroom. No, when Shuichi went to the basement. When leaving the classroom, that means at the time we're going downstairs. I feel like this is probably I mean, he pretty much just died right when we see him. So I feel like this is the closest to that moment. The latest possible moment would be...
the moment we ran out of the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
When the sensor went off, I ran out first. And then Kaede followed.
And then she just quickly, like, throws the thing in there, the ball in there.
But just before she left...
like, hey, whoop. Shuichi, the receiver. Someone moved the bookcase. Hurry, Kaede. Shuichi sprinted out of the classroom with the determination of a true ultimate detective. Wait for me. I dropped everything I was holding and ran after Shuichi.
I'm right, aren't I, Kaede?
Yeah, that's definitely a timing she could have done
the
it.
ultimate detective would remember all that.
Your words and that smile. Is this your admission of guilt?
Hold on! Don't just jump to conclusions! I've still got a lot of questions!
You're still gonna defend her?
That's weird. Why do you sound so desperate?
There's nothing weird about it. There's just no way I can believe someone like Kaede would be the culprit.
I understand that, and it's really hard for me to believe as well, but like given her the way she thinks, especially right because she tried so hard to unite us all in this first chapter, you'd think that this is kind of counterintuitive to do this, but in the end, the way that I feel like how she's thinking is that we're already in a fucking shitty situation where people are going to die regardless, right? So she might as well, like, yes, unfortunately Rentaro was sacrificed, and that's something she had to do, someone had to die, but it's for a bigger goal, right? To unite everyone, or at least for everyone else to have someone to trust, and that's, I guess, the sort of wish that she had, and that's why she acted this way, right? That's why Shuichi is like, she put the burden on Shuichi to prove that she did it, so that everyone else were like, holy shit, okay, wow, he's right, okay, he is someone that we can trust, he is someone that we can look up to, someone as the leader of this group, whatever, just a person to unite everyone else with.
Yeah, going to not believe it.
What?
Don't worry, Kaede. I'll clear your name.
Fucking white knights coming to a rescue.
I refuse to believe that Kaede is the culprit. I still have my doubts.
What kind of doubts?
Doubts about the noise, of course.
Noise?
The library should have been quiet.
The BG.
If that shot
Fuck! Okay, that's fucking... Right, it would have made a ton of noise.
Indeed.
Yeah, I agree. But the promotional video BGM was playing. To cover it all up conveniently, right?
I still have my doubts. Doubts about the noise, of course. The library should have been quiet, right?
Fucking recount 2, baby.
That's wrong.
The murder occurred while the Killing Game promotional video was being broadcast. So the library would not have been completely quiet at the time.
Oh. So that ghastly video drowned out the sound of the shot rolling.
What?
Kaito, are you done now?
Sorry, man. Sorry, Kaito. I would as much... Trust me, I want to prove her fucking innocence too, but... no, I don't think we can.
Damn it. So it's true then? You're saying Kaede really is the culprit?
So that means most of Kaede's sins were committed right before Shuichi's eyes.
That's correct. I was with her in the classroom. And when she moved the vent grate aside. And when she lined up the books on top of the bookcase.
Yeah, but like, you couldn't know that that was all for this plan. There are way more books there than I expected. The top of the bookcase is covered, end to end, with cluttered stacks of books. This is nothing. As I moved the ladder, I reorganized the books bit by bit. Geez, there are too many books. It might be too hard to set up a camera here. I thought so. Wait, I just gotta try a little harder. Kaede, I know you don't like to admit defeat, but really, it's alright. I continued moving the ladder as I kept reorganizing the books. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
And it was the same when you took the murder weapon, wasn't it? You took the shot put ball when you got the cameras for Mew, right, Kaede?
Kaede's something wrong. We need to go before Mew changes her mind. Shuichi was already at the door of the warehouse waiting for me. Oh, sorry. I shoved the things I was holding into my backpack and ran after him. And I guess one of them was the shot put ball.
So you were hiding it the entire time?
In her backpack.
Where would she have even hidden it?
Oh, I mean, it just said the backpack. Where did Kaede keep it? It could only be one place. In her shirt? In her skirt? How the fuck do you hide a fucking huge ball in a skirt? Right, backpack.
That's it! Kaede's backpack. She was carrying the shot.
One thing I'm kind of wondering... One thing I'm kind of wondering is like... I'm going at it with the assumption that she knew who she was killing and that she's doing it, that she did it on purpose. But there's no way for her to know who entered it, right? There's no way for her to know that Rantaro was the one that she killed. Because from where she kills, for all the information that she has is just someone's entered the library, and I guess her assumption is that it's the mastermind. And okay, I guess her plan was just to kill the mastermind, and it just didn't work out at all how she planned it to. Right, because oh fuck, is that it? I just assumed that she was just sort of being a martyr, that she was just finding some reason to at least that she was gonna kill someone, but that it was that there was at least some sort of goal at the end to unite the group. But it seems that it was just she didn't mean to kill Rantaro. Well, she maybe, but her attempt, she wanted to kill the mastermind because her whole thought process was that if we kill the mastermind, the game ends, right? So the moment for her, like the moment someone enters the library, boom. It's gotta be the mastermind. And that's when she puts, oh, fuck, is that it? I mean, that makes more sense.
It would have been easy to carry in a backpack. I noticed you also had a spare vest, which you could have wrapped it in. That would prevent the cameras you were carrying from being damaged.
And that means all of this happened right in front of Shuichi.
But we should not blame him for that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is a perfect showcase of like what Danganronpa can do, right? The person that you trust the most could actually be the one that fucking ends up killing someone.
None of those actions warranted suspicion at the time, so we might not have noticed.
That clears it all up then. Every part of the crime Kaede plotted.
That can't be. It's gotta be a mistake, right?
But I feel like Kaede's, like, her reasons for trying to kill someone were good, right? It was for the greater cause, to stop the killing game. That was her intention. It just totally did not work out that way.
But if all of that is true, then that's pretty unfortunate.
Holy shit.
I mean, it's Kaede, you know?
I know, it's me. Sort of.
She kept preaching about working together, and then she goes and kills in cold blood!
No, something still doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
Kaede wouldn't do something like that.
Huh? You mean she's not the type? But you were the one that said she did it, right?
I mean, she definitely did it. It's just that I mean, that's why she also didn't take advantage of the First Blood perk, right?
Yes, I did say that. But murder in cold blood is just not in her character. I truly believe that. I believe in her.
But why? Why do you still believe in me, Shuichi? Why? Tell me why! Why are you doing this? Are you still looking away from the truth?
I don't think this is looking away from the truth.
Not at all. My belief in you is going to lead me to the truth. I'll show you what's behind all this.
Show him, Shuichi.
I'll show you your truth.
I know this is getting crazy, right? But it's time for another tutorial. Your opponent is on the ropes, but they're in an armament mode and won't listen to you. You have to remove their armaments to refute what they are saying. That's how armament works. The objective is to completely destroy your opponent's armaments, then strike the finishing blow. You match the rhythm to shoot down your opponent's statements to damage the armament. The markers on the top of your opponent's I fucking hate rhythm games. I'm terrible at rhythm games. The markers on top of your opponent's statements are called rhythm sights. Right when the gauge makes one revolution, press the correct key. What's a revolution? I've heard it mentioned, but I don't know exactly what it is. I know of it, but I don't know what it is. Press the correct key to shoot the statement. When damaged enough, their armament will break and the music will change. The tempo will also pick up, so match the timing. Can't get on rhythm? Try pressing spacebar to activate Fever Time. During Fever Time, you will be invincible. You can press key anytime. And this is pretty similar as the in Danganronpa 2, right? I don't know if it was 1, but it was definitely in 2. The rhythm game there, and I sucked at it, okay? I suck balls. You're currently activated when your focus energy is full, so watch carefully. When your opponent's armament is destroyed, you can give your final argument. Your argument will be displayed with four words assigned to the WASD keys. Press the keys in the correct order to land the finishing blow. Use split-second logic to refute your opponent's final arguments. As always, it was a pleasure. Alright, well, wish me good luck. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
You still believe in me?
Wait.
I'm definitely the culprit. You think I wouldn't do it? It's all my fault!
This seems much easier.
You still believe in me? I'm definitely the culprit.
This seems much easier than the other one.
I'm the one who killed Rantaro! That's the truth of this case! And that's all there is to it! I'm a terrible
Oh shit, I looked at the wrong order!
I betrayed everyone! I'm the one who killed Rantaro!
What did I do?
That's the truth of this case!
I'm pressing S, what the fuck? For some reason it didn't let me press S there.
Please stop!
Alright.
Just stop! Remember what I told you? You have to fight for the truth. Shuichi, I know you can do this. If you say you believe in me, then... Don't look away from the truth! Please stop! Just stop! Remember what I told you? You have to fight for the truth. Shuichi, I know you can do this. If you say you believe in me, then...
Alright, here we fucking go.
Do you know what I was trying to
do? Kill the mastermind.
You weren't persuaded by Monokuma, and you weren't trying to save yourself.
Yeah, she was trying to save everyone. She was trying to stop this fucking shit.
What you were trying to do was kill the mastermind.
Kill the mastermind?
This is even more sad. So it's not even that she was acting like a martyr or whatever, or that she was betraying us or anything. She actually tried to do good. She tried to put a stop to all this, and then it just didn't work out as planned. It wasn't the but I mean, it's a risky thing, right? Anyone could kind of enter the library.
Kaede wasn't targeting Rantaro. She was targeting the mastermind.
Although the particular camera that has the flash only triggers once you open the secret door. Or the rotating door.
She was trying to end this killing game.
Oh
man. She was trying to save us all.
This is so fucking sad.
Isn't that right, Kaede?
I see! Other Otherwise, everyone would have died when the time limit expired.
So, she tried to end the killing game by killing the mastermind?
Yep.
But it's all my fault.
What do you mean?
Kaede trusted my detective skills. I told her the mastermind might be there.
I mean, sure, we put Shuichi put. I don't even know which character you are. I'm just gonna insert myself into Shuichi from now on, okay? I guess that's the new main character now, main protagonist. But yeah, Shuichi gave her sort of that idea, right?
And that's why she set that trap.
And she acted on that idea based on the information she got from Shuichi.
It's all my fault. She trusted my detective work and I screwed it up.
Stop. It's not true. Please, don't say it's your fault. It'll be harder for me.
Oh my god. Why? We were like best friends. Why does it have to fucking go this way?
None of this is your fault. It's mine. Everything's my fault.
Kaede.
Come on.
Shuichi, can I ask you to do one last favor for me? Can you end all of this?
What?
I want you to reveal everything that happened and convince everyone. And then, I want you to end this. That's my final wish.
I understand. I'll end all of this. I'll reveal everything. The truth and the lies.
Is it the panel thingy? I want to help you grant Kaede's wish. I will now explain the closing argument, the final piece of detective work to end this trial. The closing argument, oh yeah, the panels, that was kind of fun. In a closing argument, you will wrap up the case. You'll have to reproduce the order of events in the case of the form of a comic book. But this recreation is just Shuichi's deduction, so there are gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. Select the panel with WASD, then use the mouse to move the cursor over the gaps. Then place right-click to fit the panel in the empty space. Only the corrected panel will fit. Compare the empty space hints with the stock panel hints to complete the comic. There will be some panels that you cannot select at first. Filling in some gaps correctly will unlock the other panels. Use Q and E to switch pages and start filling up as many as you can. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's fill in the blanks. So, okay, so what do we got here, right? What's going on? It looks so different. So, okay, so these are all the panels. This is the last one. This is the first one. These are locked. 200 answers. Okay. So we got prop, the vent gate. Montaro notices the flash. Where's that one? Okay, I'll probably just like show the end result because this is not interesting at all.
This is the truth of the case!
Alright, but that's it.
It all began 2 days prior, when Monokuma gave us the additional motive. The time limit added to this killing game triggered the crime.
Time to sum it all up.
After the announcement, some of us decided to form groups to plan our next move. I had my own plan to find the mastermind, and someone offered to help me. At the time, I never would have imagined they would become the culprit. To expose the mastermind, the culprit and I set up hidden cameras in the library. There was a hidden door in the library that showed signs of use. We deduced that the mastermind would return there to let Monokuma out. The next day, we asked Miu if she could modify some cameras for our trap. We then went to the warehouse to gather the necessary materials. All we needed were disposable cameras and a security sensor.
And a putt ball.
But the culprit found something else there. The murder weapon. That's right. The shot put ball.
Still though, it takes a special kind of mind to think about this though, right?
They put the cameras as well as the shot in their backpack.
Like, even though I understand that Kaede did it for the sort of the right reasons, right? She wanted to put an end to this game, she wanted to save us all. But still, like, she is planning a murder, right? She actually did murder, and she was intending on murdering someone, but it was just supposed to be who's in our eyes the bad guy, the mastermind. But still, it takes a special kind of person to notice these things, like, ooh, I could use this as the murder weapon, or to kill this guy, the mastermind.
Then, on the day the time limit would expire, the day of the murder, the culprit and I collected the modified cameras from you and visited the library. Once there, we searched the room for ideal locations to place the cameras. But even then, the culprit was preparing the murder. They began by removing the vent grate and laid it inside the air duct. Then, they moved the pile of books on top of the bookcase, pretending to organize them.
Pretending to organize them, yeah.
After that, they placed open encyclopedias on the final bookcase.
Encyclopedias, okay, that's how you pronounce the words. I never knew exactly how to pronounce it in English. Encyclopedia.
It appeared innocuous enough, but it was actually a path for the murder weapon. The culprit also tampered with the hidden camera linked to the security sensor. I was responsible for setting up the other cameras, but that one...
She did that one?
I didn't even notice their trick. They used duct tape to keep the flash function on. After the cameras were set, the culprit and I climbed the stairs to the first floor classroom. We kept a lookout for the others and waited for the security sensor to go off. During the stakeout, we saw Kaito and 6 others go down to the basement. Rantaro was with them, the first victim.
Whoa, don't say first victim. It kind of makes it seem like you already know there's gonna be more, which there are, but still. There's only been one victim so far. You should say the victim, not the first. Because it implies that there's going to be another one, or it already has been another one, even.
After watching that group enter the game room, I returned to the classroom. With about 1 hour remaining, the security receiver I was holding went off.
I don't remember that mentioned. I remember the security receiver going off, obviously, but I don't remember it was mentioned that it was like with 1 hour remaining. I knew there was very little time though.
I assumed it was the mastermind, so I ran out of the classroom to the library. I was in such a hurry, I left the culprit behind. Looking back on it now, that was the last chance I had to stop the murder.
Yeah, but like, you know, do you really think it's gonna be the person closest to you?
After I had left, the culprit took the shot put ball out of their backpack and rolled it into the classroom vent. This set the murder in motion.
It's like bowling.
Rantaro had moved the bookcase, triggering the receiver. Unbeknownst to him, the trap had been sprung.
Click.
First, the modified camera took a picture of Rantaro with the flash on. Rantaro noticed the flash and approached the bookcase to inspect the camera. The camera flash lured Rantaro directly into the murder weapon's path. The shot the culprit tossed into the vent rolled through the air duct. Came out of the library's vent and kept rolling atop the bookcase. Opening the vent grate and organizing the books was all to create a path. Under normal circumstances, the victim would have been alerted by the noise.
Yeah. But this is one thing, right?
The promotional video was masking the sound of the shot rolling.
And that I feel like that there's like two sort of things that this plan didn't account for. This plan of Kaede isn't like ultimately foolproof, but two things just sort of worked in her favor, right? Like, she didn't account for the promotional video that the sound will be covering shit up like this. Maybe Monokuma even did it on purpose, right? He actually saw what Kaede had planned and is like, hey, let me put this and help you out, Kaede, right? Why else would he have done this? I mean, it also it's a way to apply pressure and to sort of let everyone know, like, hey, you got 1 hour to kill everybody left, and it might drive someone crazy to the point where they would kill just because of the music alone. But it could be that he actually knew as well. But that's one thing that obviously Kaede didn't account for, that this music would cover up the noise. And another thing is that it costs time, right? It's not an instant death. Or it's not like an instant thing. The moment she rolls the ball, it's like the person has died then. It still takes some time for the ball to go through the vent, down the books, and then rolling all the way to the place above the where the camera is and where the person who's touching the camera is, and then to fall on top of their head. It still takes a good amount of time. So you also have to take into account that, hey, that person, A, could even not be walking to the camera, B, they could be walking to the camera, grab the camera really quickly, walk away, and then the ball would fall and then not on top of them, so they'd be gone before the ball even falls. So there's a lot of things that could have sort of gone wrong and the ball would have just landed on nothing. Or that the person would have already been gone and perhaps not even have been there. But I guess it just sort of worked out perfectly. But there are a couple of flaws in this plan where it could have failed. Boom,
the shot kept rolling, then fell on Rantaro's head, killing him instantly. By the time we had entered the room, the murder was complete.
Yep.
I imagine, seeing Rantaro's body, the culprit probably thought,
like, oh shit, Rantaro's the mastermind. It's over, right? I saved this?
The mastermind is dead. The game is over. Now we can all go home.
But
their wish didn't come true, because Rantaro wasn't the mastermind.
And that's another dangerous thing about this plan, right? Yes, he did it to kill the mastermind, but technically anyone could have come into the library.
It was murder, in an attempt to save all our lives.
But yeah,
that is the truth.
The intent, right? That's kind of that's very important, at least the intent. But it doesn't change shit at the end of the day. But at least it lets everybody know that it wasn't a malicious attempt at murder to just kill someone for the sake of killing someone or for their own selfish reasons of escaping themselves. It was to save everyone else.
That's the truth behind your lies, Kaede Akamatsu. The ultimate pianist.
Holy shit.
And that concludes the events of this case.
No. Kaede did it?
Yep.
Damn it!
I know it
It
sucks.
is a truth I do not wish to accept. But since Shuichi has brought everything to light, we can at least try to trust the Kaede we've come to know up to this point.
The Kaede we've come to know?
Even if she did commit a crime, What Kaede has said to us is not a lie. She wanted to protect us. And I firmly believe that to be the truth.
That's why I'm actually uncertain as to what's going to happen from here on out, right? Because yeah, someone has died. Yeah, we found out who the killer is. But it's not dividing people here, I think. Whereas I think that's usually what happens after the first murder in the Danganronpa games. It makes people not trust each other, it makes people divide into different groups or just go off on their own, right? That's what Monokuma wants. But here I actually feel like it still sort of keeps everyone on a similar page of just like wanting to stick together, don't fall for Monokuma's traps, lies, whatever, right? I don't think this is dividing anyone yet, so I'm actually curious as to what's gonna happen in the second chapter. I feel like Monokuma has to step up his game in terms of incentive to kill again, because I feel like at the moment nobody has any.
If that was a lie too, it'd be the last straw for me. I'd have nothing left to believe in.
But this is just so sad.
You guys are so nice, even though I betrayed you all.
No, that's not true, Kaede! You were trying to save all of us.
Nice job, Shuichi. I didn't expect any less.
What?
You were super reliable back there. But you still have a long way to go. You need to be more assertive. If you did that more often, you'd be a pretty cool guy.
Don't say that.
Why? Why are you smiling like that? Why are you still trying to get me to be brave?
Because everyone else has to be?
Why, Kaede? Why are you thinking about everyone except yourself? If you had just been less selfless, you wouldn't have had to murder.
True.
Why? Why do you do that?
I'm sorry.
Stop, stop, stop! At least save it for the end of the trial! Sheesh!
Looks like the debate's finished, so that means it's voting time!
All right, you bastards! Press the button in front of you to cast your vote!
And make sure y'all vote, because refusing to vote is grounds for termination.
Did the vote have to be unanimous?
At last! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off!
I mean, there's no question. I don't think people are indecisive or unsure about who's the murderer in this case, but just for future reference.
It's voting time!
Ah, man. I don't want this shit! Seriously, Kaede? I mean, I don't need to fucking press shit. Yeah, this one, right? Fucking votes. Oh, I'm sorry, Kaede.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
It's not even exciting. Unanimous. I mean, of course. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing.
Chosen as the blackened. Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Alright, give us the verdict. Yay, we're right. You make it seem like it's a prize. Yay! Is that good? I guess so.